that uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back
Virgil Ortiz.
See, right now, what I see Bogachuk's doing is he's applying pressure because he wants Virgil to throw shots. He wants Virgil to throw these shots and catch him in between.
Ortiz now wading his way to the inside. Gets caught by a couple uppercuts by Bogachuk, who's just slinging those left hooks as well.
And these guys ain't wasting no time.
This is looking exactly as promised.
Oh, that shot buckled him. He's hurt. Bogachuk's hurt by the overhand right.
And now Ortiz going back downstairs to the body. Bogachuk just trying to smother Ortiz and maybe work through the effects of that shot.
Bogachuk's legs are wobbled. He doesn't have his legs under him right now.
See the punch output in the high 70s. Nice body shot there from Ortiz, and Bogachuk tries to fire back. That chopping right hand from Ortiz coming through again.
Virgil keeping that defense tight, looking for an opening.
There is just a nervous tension about this fight, Gabe. Both men just throwing bombs non-stop.
Oh, this is do or die for both these guys. This fight is big. Wow, great right hook to the body by...
See the punch.
Whoa, that was a great...
And you see the smile.
Yo, big shout out to the hottest chat in the MF and game. A-Side official. You know, negotiation needed, period. You already know. The first in the building is Carlos, is on deck. What it do? Happy Sunday to everyone that's starting off their week. You know, if you're in church right now, all I can say is, you know, it's not a sin. You know what I'm saying? If you within. If you in the house of the Lord, it's not a sin to be online and listen to WCS. All you got to do is ask for forgiveness. There's plenty of people in there on their phones. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Blunts and Boxing in the building. What's good with it, Blunts? I see you, Mike. Man, I missed the fight. I will watch it later, but I've heard what happened. Boxing with be boxing. Boxing will be boxing. Shout out to Mr. International Toby Bartlett in the building. Salute WCS and the hottest chat in the YTC. We're global, baby. We're global. No doubt about it. It's better to be global than just local. And speaking of global, the conversation of Turki Al-Sheikh, you know what I'm saying, has people feeling some type of way. And the primary reason as to why they're entirely infatuated, you know what I'm saying, they are absolutely infatuated, is because his support of Bud Crawford. That's all. If Turki Al-Sheikh was supporting any other fighter except Bud, People will call it great, unbelievable, for the love of God. They would just be handing out all these flowers. You know what I'm saying? They would be handing out all these flowers. Hey, rose petals will be dropping everywhere, serenading the Turk. Thank you for supporting anybody except Crawford. You're doing such a great job at boxing. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. This is a Fight Night review. And of course, we need to kind of stop through and take a little peek at certain things that was going on as far as the highlights goes. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to share screen right quick. I'm going to share screen right quick, and I want you to take a peek at a moment in the first round with Virgil Ortiz, and then we're going to get back to it. Okay? And man, I'm going to talk about these fights, man. It's a, you know what I'm saying, Fight Night review. I want to see what you have to say about this particular moment. Let's get down to it, man.
Whoa!
Nice shot over the top, but that will be ruled a slip. And you see the small.
Nice shot over the top. That would be ruled a slip. Nice shot over the top. That would be ruled a slip. Terrence to this day, but when Igis Kavalauskas hit him, he can't get away with that being a slip. But right off the back, no hesitation. Nice right over the top. That would be ruled a slip. Automatically, it sounds like July 29, 2023, when their favorite fighter got hit on the end of a jab in the second round. Oh, that's a slip. That's a slip. No, that was a knockdown. Just to be clear, that was indeed a knockdown. But it happens in boxing. You know what I'm saying? It happens in boxing. I want to take you somewhere else right quick. And shout out to my guy, the News by Shaw News Sauce Experience in the building. Team Tucker official on deck. Salute to you, man. Virgil got the boxing business decision last night. If you know motion, talk. If you know motion, then you know motion. And that's KNOW motion. Toby said, I'm not sure what Tim Tszyu or his team have done with Turki Al-Sheikh, but he said that he won't be doing business with them. Yeah, I haven't even got to that video yet, that Toby. But thanks for dropping those gems on the floor, on the grand entrance. You know what I'm saying? Of topics of discussion. I appreciate you. Let's get down to the highlights. I want to play the highlights, but the zone be tripping sometime, even though, you know, I wanted to kind of touch bases on some highlights of the fight. As you all know, they had some very good fights. Very good fights on that card. Very good fights. And hold on for a second. I wanna spill to you some topics that's out here, so you can just let it sit. You know, just cogitate for a minute. De La Hoya wants Crawford for Ortiz Jr. despite controversial win. De La Hoya wants Crawford for Ortiz Jr. despite controversial win. I'm just laughing for my own reasons, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, just give me a minute while I pull this. Let me see. Loeffler outraged over controversial Buhachuk loss. We're going to talk about Buhachuk. You know what I'm saying? wanna touch bases on what Toby just mentioned, because that was gonna be my second piece of footage. All right. Because right now, Turki Al-Sheikh is getting a lot of discontent because he's supporting Crawford, period. Let's look at what he had to say, y'all. Let me take this thumbnail down. Let's pay attention to what Turki Al-Sheikh had to say regarding the decision, his itinerary, everything that goes along with what he's, his motion. Shout out to Fight Hub TV.
Great fight.
Great fight. Did you have it as close as the cards, or did you feel Ortiz won, or Bohachuk won?
I think it's a draw.
You thought it was drawn?
Yeah.
Turki said he thinks it's a draw. Turki said he thinks it's a draw. What did y'all think? Let me know in the chat, man, what y'all thought. Did y'all believe the main event was a draw? Or who do you think should have won? Bohachuk scored 2 knockdowns in a fight. And the fight was close. We're talking about 2 knockdowns now. So that's giving him 10-8, 2 times 2. So who do you think won the fight? Because you just heard Shaw News say, somebody got that home cooking. Somebody. Did somebody get some home cooking? Did somebody get some home cooking? Let me know in the chat.
Yeah. Do you think based on this he's ready for Crawford, or there should be a rematch?
We want him for Crawford,
Yeah.
but if he have in the future rematch with this guy, it will be amazing.
Maybe.
So he was talking about, of course he was trying to line Crawford up for Ortiz. Now, let me do some mathematical subtractions here. There are individuals believing that their criticism of the Turk is because he's coming over here to do what promoters have been doing in the sport of boxing. Like Shaw News said, motion. There's a lot of promoters had their own type of motion here, for years upon years upon years. Now somebody else come and they want to say, oh, he's a foreigner trying to come over here and take over boxing. Listen, boxing damn near died. It was on life support during the pandemic, which was only 4 years ago. So how can you be so selfish to say that Turki Al-Sheikh is coming over here trying to take over boxing? There's no such language as someone taking over boxing. Because if he's working with, okay, that means the person is not working for him. Okay, if he's working with, then that means they're not working for. So boxing has always allowed people to come in here and do their thing. Boxing has always allowed individuals to eat what WCS always say? Off the boxing tree of life. It's so huge that somebody can be all the way on the other side of the tree picking fruit and eating and just gorging, and the other side and the west side of the tree and never know it. The north side of the tree could be, they can be gorging on fruit, and all you see is the core coming down, landing on the ground below. And you never know who's eating at the top of the tree. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Because it's so huge, from region to region, global, you know what I'm saying? Nationally, boxing is an annual sport. So you never know who's eating in the professional ranks. You just know a certain promoters, that stand out to you for the big fights. But in this case, we have a newcomer who's been making some fights. And now all of a sudden, when it was PBC, it was good to have in-house fights. Oh, Crawford's over there at Top Rank. He's across the street. So it would make more sense for them to make in-house fights with Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter. Crawford just SOL. Now all of a sudden, it's a problem. It's a problem that Turki Al-Sheikh is not willing to do business with Tim Tszyu. I wonder why. Sebastian Fundora, he ain't looking. I wonder why. Because he doesn't have to put up with the nonsense. Let's keep it moving with Turki Al-Sheikh, though. You know what I'm saying? Because for him, he thought the fight was a draw. What did you think? Let me see if anybody responded in the chat. What did y'all think? Was it a draw or not? WJ Luckett, what's good? Did y'all think it was a draw? Who do you thought won the fight? Can y'all just drop that info in there right quick? Just give me 2 or 3. That's all. Just give me 2 or 3. That's all I need. 2 or 3. 2 or 3 drops on who y'all thought was the winner, or should the fight, is the decision the right decision? I'm going to keep on. I'm going to go back to Turkey.
Whoever wins between Crawford and Virgil goes against Bohacek?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Crawford, we have a thought about him, but Ortiz, we can support to have rematch like this. Yeah.
He said, Crawford, we have a thought about. Okay? And that thought was him to potentially face Virgil Ortiz. But he doesn't exclude having a rematch between Ortiz and Bohacek. It was a damn good fight. I can't hold him on that. It was a damn good fight. But you know, I'm gonna put both of these fighters, I'm gonna cook them in the hot grease. I'm just gonna marinate. I'm letting them marinate right now. But you know, Virgil Ortiz finally getting back to the floor of things from a long layoff, barely going a minute in his last fight. Hell of a fight. Hell of a fight.
And finally, what'd you make of Canelo's most recent comments that he said?
I said before, and
I really don't want to get into Canelo situation right now. That's kind of off what I'm talking about. But I want to talk about this, right? Let me put this back up there. I want to talk about this. There's an issue that I have with the attachments that Turki Al-Sheikh is linking himself up to. It's no different than Top Rank and PBC co-promoting Deontay Wilder and Fury fight. Maybe not all of them, but some of them, right? So it's a high possibility it can be done. You can have promoters work together in these fights. Even knowing that there's individuals out here that was rooting against one of the biggest fights in boxing, never to happen because that particular person was over there at another promotion. Just to show you that it really didn't matter. It was just a strict hate. You know what I'm saying? The vitriol for that particular boxer. When he left that promoter, it was still complaints. Then they try to line up, you know, other excuses talking about Daniel Cunningham and all that. How I'm tying this into today is because when we were struggling to get Crawford and Spence, all we was on here doing is talking about something that we couldn't make happen. We couldn't make this happen. We talked and talked and talked leading up to that 2022 and still couldn't get the negotiations done. Still didn't have any freaking persuasion in 2022. Nothing that we can do talking about that fight made it happen. Nothing. Thanks to Showtime in 23 made the fight happen and we was able to see it. Once again, how I'm linking it up to Ortiz, Bohacek, Turki Al-Sheikh is because Turki Al-Sheikh has been putting on fights over here. He's been putting on fights in Riyadh. Now, he's made it public that he's working with Golden Boy De La Hoya. And he's trying to push fights to get Crawford some solid matchups in the 154-pound division. And let's not forget Charles Bad News Conwell looked great last night, even though the fight didn't last that long. Conwell is a great fighter. Bullchuck a great fighter. Virgil Ortiz a great fighter. In their moment. We don't know if they're great on the championship level or not, but they're great in their moment for getting that notoriety that they need, get that eyeball liberty. See, it's in the 154-pound division, eyeball liberty is very important right now to see who's the next step up. Because the man right now that's being spoken on is Terrence Crawford. We know that. But last night, the guy that Turki was trying to line or attempting to line Crawford with for a big fight. And look, don't digress now. You all have been given, along with myself, Virgil Ortiz, his motherfucking credit. I like Virgil Ortiz as a fighter. He get right down to it. Right down to it. Bullchuck. Right down to it. Now, you have to stay the part. I mean, you have to stay the course. Ortiz and Bullchuck, give it up to them. I'm not going round for round. I'm just going to highlight some moments. What we can say about both fighters was they were goddamn exchanging some hellfire, wasn't he? Come on, man. We asked for fights like this. Fuck what everybody, you know, mad about, you know, Turki trying to line Ortiz up with Crawford. What about this fight right here, though? This is the fight we love to see. Dude, this was a goddamn fight. This was a grand finale. This was the main eventer. Once again, I have to take it on back. I have to take it on back. It takes me back standing ringside when Jahad Tuck was putting in that fucking work. One of the best fights I ever was able to cover on the ring apron. I had to put it out there, bro. It's not, look, I've been ringside on some fights that, you know, was bangers, but the competition wasn't as you know, at the highest tier, you know, the top tier. But I'm talking about seeing Nico Seknashvili and Jahad Tucker fight, and then seeing the action, the constant action, and then seeing Virgil Ortiz and Bullchuck. Listen, y'all. We asked for fights like this. We thought we was gonna get this type of fight between Crawford and Madrimov. But Madrimov was too fearful to come in there and fight his regular style fight. With both revolvers unholstered like it was the Wild Wild West. He changed it up. But Bullchuck said, no, goddammit, I'm showing you who the fuck I am. Did you see his walkout? Bullchuck looked like he was from I Am Legend walking out the motherfucking dark space, you know, saying, yeah, I just killed your German Shepherd there, Will. Okay, what are you gonna do about it? He looked like one of them what they call it? Them night walkers on I Am Legend. The motherfucker bald head. That's what Bullchuck looked like. He looked like a killer. Dude, he looked like a killer. He gave Virgil Ortiz everything, and Virgil gave him everything. It was a mano-a-mano fight, bro. It was mano-a-mano, real talk. This was a banger. This deserves a rematch. I'm not going to lie. Not because of the decision, but because why do Bullchuck like that? Why do him like that? The man came in here throwing. Virgil came throwing. It was a war. It was a tit for tat. It was who can break whose will. Bullchuck got hurt up in there. Virgil got hurt. But Virgil went down twice. Virgil was dropped twice, y'all. Virgil was dropped twice. I had to say it twice just so it can resonate just a little bit more. Virgil was dropped twice. This is the fighter that Turk is trying to line up for Crawford. Now, I know just because it's Virgil Ortiz, He's with Eddie Reynoso. I mean, Robert Garcia. My fault. People are gonna show him different type of love. You know what I'm saying? People are gonna show him a different type of love, bro. They're not gonna criticize them like they want to criticize, Crawford. Even though Turki is trying to line Crawford up to fight Ortiz, they're gonna look at this fight like, oh, we don't need to criticize Virgil, for him being dropped. It happens in boxing. It happens in boxing. But yet, when it comes to Crawford, who they trying to line him up with, they still talking about Gamboa, even though Crawford's already admitted, hey, yeah, Gamboa hurt me, it's period. Yeah, he hurt me. But Ortiz was dropped twice in that in that hellfire freaking main event. Caught with a nice clean right hand. And they ruled it a slip. Not only that, the photographers, I haven't seen a picture out there yet of Virgil Ortiz on his knees. Yeah, I said it. Bars. I haven't seen a picture out there yet with Virgil Ortiz on his knees. I'm trying to look for one. I went to Boxing Scene. I didn't find a picture or Ortiz on his knees. You know what I'm saying? Getting up from that knockdown. I didn't see it. I'm like, why? Let me put another request to him. Virgil Ortiz. Let me see if I can look somewhere. Because I didn't see it on the main outlets. Let me see. Where you at? Virgil Ortiz on his knees. Getting up from that Boa Chuck freaking missile that he was landing. Shout out to Boa Chuck, man. You a dog. It's look, in this type of fight, left or right, man, it's hard to say one fighter's a dog and the other one is a lesser dog. Both of them vicious. Real talk. Both of them got it in, came to throw down. Man, come on now. Come on, bro. Let me see. I still can't find all them photographers that was ringside. You know what I'm saying? For Golden Boy. Hey, where is Virgil Ortiz? God damn it. Y'all put all those pictures out there of Majimov landing the same hand on Crawford. But where's the knockdown of Virgil Ortiz, man? I can't find the goddamn image. Let me go to images and see if I missed one. Let me see if the images out here I missed. Let me see. Nope, that's an old one. That's not it. That's Virgil Ortiz knocking down somebody. It's hard to find. Real talk. I pay attention to the small stuff like that because media is one of the most biased form of communication out there, period. You know what I'm saying? One of the most biased forms of communication that we know. Real talk. It's just unbelievable, bro. Shout out to the OG Mr. Golden. Shout out to the OG Bruce Gas, Boxer Jazz and more. What's good? He said that fight was Wilfred Benitez and Bruce Curry 2.0. If you don't know, look it up. You know what I'm saying? Talk to him, Bruce. Bruce said, I'm here to snatch it from the past to the present. If you don't know, look it up, goddammit. Hey, I hear you, Bruce. I'm definitely going to look it up. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Arnold Brown, what's good? Salute. Virgil must feel like Turki's trying to put him on death row. I don't know. You know, Virgil, you all have to understand this now. Y'all have to understand what it is with Virgil. Y'all know what it is before I even say it. Y'all smart. What am I about to say about Virgil? When what? When it comes to the clock, his clock, why is he being Crawford? What stands out on his resume? What they brag about with Virgil's resume? Before last night, he was what? 21 and 21. 21 and 21. Dos uno. 21 and 21. He had 21 wins, 21 knockouts. That's why. And he's 26 years of age. Young in the game. Crawford is 36. He's 10 years older than Virgil. You know? They want to make a good fight. They want to put, it's time to bring in the young bulls, man. You know what I'm saying? Bring them out the pasture, man, into the pen. It's time to fight. You know what I'm saying? It's time to fight. It's time to bring them out the pasture, man, and try to see what's going on. Ortiz already ducking Bud. He said he wants to win a Fundora and Arrow fight. So listen. Thanks for dropping that, Mr. Golden. Thanks for dropping that. I just wanted to put Virgil up here, his thumbnail as the winner, because there's some controversy behind if he really truly won. And I really want people to keep the same mentality, because it's so much contradicting that's going on in this, and right now, as we call it, because this whole board, this whole chess play that we said 154 pounds, it evolves around Crawford. And it seems like if Turki Al-Sheikh wouldn't be with Crawford, and Crawford was still in the same situation that he was before, let's just say he was still over at top rank. So we would still be pretty much accustomed to the same format when it comes to making these fights, right? But that's not the case. The case is that Turki Al-Sheikh has inserted himself into the equation to give Bud the push that he needs. Not any type of push, but the money and support that he needs to make these fights. Now you can say that Crawford pretty much doesn't have to worry about much except getting the fights, trying to get the fights that matter. He has the man that has the hands with the money. You know what I'm saying? So they can criticize Turki Al-Sheikh all they want, but Crawford has the juice right now. Yes, I'm going there. Crawford has the juice, shawty. Bud has the juice. So what division is he in again? Why are all these fighters saying the same thing? OG just said that Virgil Ortiz is talking about something else. He want to talk about the winner of this. How? How would you want the winner of another fighter rather than Crawford, when Crawford has the heaviest resume at 154? I'm not getting it, because I remember Team Ortiz was staying away from Crawford at 147. That I do understand, because I follow boxing 72 hours. The last 72 hours, that's when I really start to lock it in with boxing. They was really, ducking and dodging and running and say they weren't ready for Crawford at 47. So when moving up to 154, we're getting some of the same language. So let's talk about the champs. We need to get back to the champs. And we remember one of those champs, Tim Tszyu, right? Tim Tszyu is a former WBO champ, and Sebastian Fundora currently has his belt. Let me take you all back to the first video with Turki Al-Sheikh, right? And when he was talking to Fight Hub, and his comments that you didn't get to hear about the one and only Tim Tszyu. You know what I'm saying? Because this is huge when it comes to him stepping in there and the IBF is ordering him to fight Bakaram. Let's see what he had to say about it.
It's my opinion. I don't start to talking about these things. He started and he said he respects me, but he doesn't like what we are doing in boxing.
So I have to speak on it because I don't want to really fast forward it. He's just talking about Canelo. We'll get back to it. He's talking about Canelo and how he's talking, and Canelo up here being a prima donna. Somebody's gonna be on my terms. Man, get out of here. It ain't no way I'm paying for your fight, right? And you're gonna tell me what to do, when to do it, how to do it. Please, please.
That's why I and I mean it. If he wisen guy, he will understand the message. If he wisen,
Talk to him, Sheik.
Take him. Let him in his way.
He had said he doesn't like the tone in which he was approached, and that it has to be his rules.
I want to tell you something. I don't go inside the tones between the promoters and himself. If the promoter deal with him without respect, this is something between the promoter.
Turki Al-Sheikh said, I don't between the tones of him and the promoter. So if it's something that's wrong with the tones between him and the promoter, I don't know. I tell you, I don't know. That's between him and the promoter. Talk your shit, Turki.
Not me. He responds to me. That's why he get the answer.
Turkey. You have Tim Tszyu, who's supposed to fight Ortiz.
Hey, this particular reporter asked about Tim Tszyu, right? First of all, look at Turki's eyes. It's wide open. It's glowering. Okay? And whoever's asking the question, because he's about to goddamn come with that counter, that catch and shoot.
But now he's in the audience. Who would you like Tim Tszyu to fight since you want Ortiz to fight Crawford next?
I will not work with Tim Tszyu.
Well, what happened?
I will not work with Tim Tszyu. So therefore, when it comes to Bakaram and Tim Tszyu fighting, Tim Tszyu wins, then it's going to be difficult for Crawford to possibly get that fight with Tim Tszyu, because Turki Al-Sheikh just mentioned that he would not work with Tim Tszyu. I don't know why, but it's boxing. It's not the first time. Yeah, we're not going to forget. WCS is not going to let the cowards forget how they was talking about these fights leading up to 2022, 2021. How they was always talking about who didn't deserve anything, and PBC was all in-house, and in-house is better. It makes sense for an in-house fight. It's this, that, and the other. And they wanted to keep somebody on the outside. Don't bring your wet pussy ass, stank ass over here talking that bullshit. Dripping all that yeast all over the place. You know what I'm saying? No, we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear you come over here queefing. You know what I'm saying? You all have heard all of this and seen all of this in boxing. Now all of a sudden it's a freaking problem. And I can tell you why it's a problem with certain people, because the way he's demonstrating to Canelo Alvarez what it is. I'm not going to make this about Canelo. And then he's backing Bud. That's why you got the haters out there.
Let him in his way. He doesn't understand.
He said he doesn't understand. Turki's sitting up here like, huh? He doesn't understand. Listen, these bozos, right? These individuals that walk around in full-blown circus garb, because they always want to step in when their number is called. Clown number 6, you're on deck. Stay away from the lions and don't get too close to the ring of fire. These clowns want to criticize someone who's stepping over here doing things in boxing that haven't been done for a good long time. They'd rather sit up here in their complacency, be intoxicated, based off hearing, oh, we don't have the money for that fight. We don't have the money. We're just asking too much. And what happens? We're trying to make some good fights. We're trying to make some good fights. Turki Al-Sheikh's trying to make some good fights. You can't say it's just like where he's willing to do anything and everything and let Canelo walk over him. He is royalty. He is royalty. He's over here doing boxing a favor in the States. Real talk. He's doing boxing a favor. He asked and tried to line up Virgil Ortiz. Right? Wasn't it Virgil Ortiz responsibility to go in there and have a good showing? Isn't that what they said about Crawford? Go in there with Madrimov and pick up the belts, and then we'll see what happened. But yet, just because Madrimov wanted to come faint master him off, what happened? These outlets want to get on here and talk about Terrence Crawford blew his shot with Canelo. No, he didn't. He didn't blow his shot with Canelo. Canelo was never committing to fight Crawford when it comes to contractual communication. The Turk just told you in here. But let's keep it moving. We got to keep it on Virgil and Bullchuck.
Fundora. Is Fundora in the mix?
Yeah, Fundora is good fighter.
Who would you like if Spence is supposedly is the next fight? It can happen for boxing now.
We have, if you talk about the Mexican, we have Benavides, we have a great fighter. Zubeida.
Hey, he said Fundora's a good fight. Of course it is. You know why Fundora is a good fight? Because a lot of people have been gambling on Spence and they've been coming up shout. They've been coming up shout. You feel me? Hold on for a second, y'all. I'm back. So, when it comes to Virgil Ortiz, right? They made their rounds, like I said the other day. They made their rounds. When they made their initial rounds, they was impulsive about it. Because Fundora can only do so much. You know, he's in a position where the people that's around him are saying that you have to wait on us to make those calls. You know what I'm saying? Don't be putting out no information about Crawford. That's why when you seen that viral video of his, of his manager, I believe, looking at him, he was like, no. That's not the language we want to use. We don't want to use that Crawford language. But Turki Al-Sheikh just then, he said Fundora's a good fight. But then I told you the other day that Samson Likowicz has said that they haven't heard anything from Team Crawford. I wasn't clear as to what you were supposed to hear from Team Fundora. You all had made it clear, crystal, that Crawford was not the fighter that you wanted to fight next, and you was interested in Errol Spence. Isn't that what you said? Y'all said y'all was interested in Errol Spence. You all said you was interested in Errol Spence. The same Errol Spence that split the ropes and came in there and flashed a freaking ticket that he betted on you. Now you trying to tell me if he betted on you and you betted on him, Errol Spence won and you didn't? You trying to tell me you bet that you was going to get the fight later on this year? I'm glad the truth is coming out that Fundora said he was never on no medical hold. So that means they've been waiting on Spence. He jumped in the ring and all that, and y'all little cheerleaders start waving your pom-poms and jumping, clicking your spurs on your goddamn high heels and saying, oh, yeah, he blocked Crawford. He blocked Crawford. Where is he then? Did he injure himself jumping through the ropes? Did he fragment an ankle? Tear a tendon? His Achilles, did it snap? What happened? What happened for real? Because all of a sudden, Team Fundora is supposed to be looking for Crawford. And I like what Turki Al-Sheikh is talking about because he was more so orientated around the main event. He was more so trying to line Crawford up with a big fight to get him paid. And, you know, a lot of people like Virgil Ortiz. He had 21 victories, 21 knockouts. If Crawford is unable to get the fight with Fundora because they're trying to make it difficult all of a sudden, because, you know, certain people are forgetting that who Fundora is signed with. So you got this mentality that still is seething, have them seething inside. It left a bad taste in their mouth when they used to talk about in-house fights all the time, right? They really want to talk about an in-house fight right now. But the other half of the other people that they want to talk about doesn't have the belt yet. And that's Tim Tszyu. Yeah, that's what's going on right now. That's what's going on. See, the other shit is still in play, though, with the WBO belt. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to have to make up their mind on what they want to do. Because you're going to start hearing that language come out talking about, hey, who Fedora signed with? Who Tim Tszyu signed with? That fight right there makes all the sense in the world. That's not what Sam Lekowicz said. Sam Lekowicz is like, King Crawford, hey, they haven't sent me no paperwork. They haven't sent me nothing. But what about, Sam, when you said, you know, months ago that Crawford had no likable style? Huh? No, that wasn't me. No, you're a liar. You're a liar. That wasn't me. You sure? You sure that's me? I don't think that's me. You confused. That's not me. I said Crawford, likable style. They have to eat their words right now because they're really hoping Fundora and Tim Tszyu possibly, if he wins this, it's not an easy fight with Bakram. You know what I'm saying? We may, you know, try to have a little bit of 154-pound collusion going on to prevent Crawford from becoming 3-time undisputed. Seriously. But the good part about it, he's going to have 2 of the 4. He's going to have one half. Yes, sir. So it's not impossible to make. Let's just say Fundora is able to fight the IBF champion, or if Crawford's able to fight one of them, I don't know how they're going to do business, but it just seems like it's going back to the reality of the way it was before Crawford went in there on July 29th. You know what I'm saying? But the fight last night was absolutely amazing. I enjoyed the main event from start to finish. You know, I was laughing a little bit. I was chuckling, giggling. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I was feeling a little bit of jolly was because I say, this the guy they want to line Crawford up with, taking all this punishment. Listen, Listen, I like Virgil Ortiz, but look, can you imagine? Look, can you imagine me not talking about all these haters over here talking about how many times Crawford was hit, right? By Madrimov, right? But they're gonna be quiet. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be quiet as a snail creeping across your backyard in the moth darkness. You know what I'm saying? Trying to go over his shawty's crib. They're gonna be super quiet. Oh man, Virgil. Virgil had an outstanding fight yesterday. Oh man, a back and forth war for the ages. One of the best fights, if not the best fight of this era. Would you say it was better than Spence? Oh, definitely. The reason why we say that because Boychuk, he was healthy, 100%. Both fights was 100% healthy. None of them in the car accident. There was no excuses to be used. We all know what happened. Aaron Spence was weight drained. Boychuk, he wasn't weight drained. Hey, I'm sitting there laughing, right? I'm saying Virgil Ortiz to face Bud, but he gets dropped in the first round. Make it. So I won't have to take it to a whole nother level. Because you all do not stand on all 10 at all. Just chop off the whole goddamn foot. Chop it off. Because they are not going to talk about Virgil getting dropped in the first. They're going to try to blend it in what the commentator said. What about the second knockdown? Well, the second knockdown, that was different. See, that was different right there. The second knockdown, I can say, yeah, he was knocked down. Well, I'm laughing like, I mean, come on, can you imagine? I always have to do imagine because the 154 unified champion is Crawford, right? You're trying to line up a fight with him. And I'm saying, damn, boy, Chuck. No, don't do him like that, boy, Chuck. Don't bull chuck him. He's up there seasoning Ortiz up for Crawford. Listen, man, he was up there goddamn seasoning, marinating, tenderizing that mug for Crawford. Hey, man, by the time he get the Crawford, he gonna be well done, dog. Hey, they gonna be up there talking about, yeah, Virgil Ortiz, he's 22-0. But see, the damage he took with Boychuk, that did it. That was a tough fight. I was like, go ahead, Boychuk. Soften him up. Hey, tenderizing Boychuk. Go ahead, tenderizing him up. Get him ready for the grill. Hey, get Ortiz ready for the grill, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, the Mexican fan base, they looking for Crawford's demise. They was looking and hoping for Virgil Ortiz to go in there and dominate. 26 years of age. Got that youth on his side, y'all. That youth. And Boychuk was in there goddamn banging. Yo. Boychuk was in there throwing them things, man. Boychuk was in there throwing them things, man. Real talk. Let's take a gander. Right? Let me share screen. And let's look at some highlights right quick, y'all. Let's look at some highlights. Okay? I need time to calm down. Let's look at some highlights. And this is for instructional purposes. I don't want them taking down my freaking video, which they probably will. But it's okay. Let's look at some highlights from last night. Okay? I'm going to start with bad news. What is going on with this shit?
Touch gloves. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Second time.
Nice.
Did y'all see that? Man, it was all bad news from them. All bad news.
Nice.
Somebody go find his goddamn kidney.
6.
2 of his ribs.
8.
Oh, he is.
9.
Okay.
10.
That is it.
Congratulations to Charles Conwell for that. Congratulations to Charles Conwell. Man, he dug. He dug deep into that freaking that hook to the body. God damn, boy, I heard that all the way back here.
Bad news. Charles Conwell delivers the bad news in the second round. And that's getting a standing ovation from Dave Rosado.
That was a great.
Interim champion in.
Now, of course, I'm going to play this without the music. Here you go. Bullchuck 29, 6 feet, 153.8 was his weight, 73-inch reach. The younger fighter, Virgil Ortiz, 26 years of age, 5'10", 153.8 weigh-in. Both balanced the scales to make this fight official, 71-inch reach. Listen, it's a lot of Mexican fight fans that was hoping Ortiz's job. And there's a lot of fans for Bullchuck from the Ukraine fighter to go in there and get it in too. When people heard that Turki Al-Sheikh was pretty much rooting for Virgil Ortiz to fight Crawford next, well, guess what? A lot of us wanted to see that fight. If there's BS and red tape and all this other boxing politics that goes on when you're doing business, then you have to move on to other fights, period. You know, it'd be good, it'll be great, it'll be even greater to see Crawford fight for 3-division undisputed, no doubt. Let's get to this fight, man. Shout out to both of these warriors. What a hell of a fight. Real talk. What a hell of a fight. I enjoyed the freaking action. Man, the round for round. Yo. The engagement. The damage they was inflicting on one another. The intensity of it. Man, it was a damn good fight.
From both fighters, a right hand.
Whoa.
Nice shot.
So, you know, that was the first knockdown. You know, Bullchuck, he came in there. Virgil came in hot. And Bullchuck said, you know, I love the heat. I love the heat. I laugh. He's not the devil. I'm the devil.
Over the top, but that will be ruled a slip.
Virgil Ortiz
You see
pushing
the
Harvey
smile.
Dock. Look. Virgil Ortiz pushing Harvey Dock back. Harvey Dock lost control of the fight then. He pushed Harvey Dock back, knowing that was a knockdown, shaking his head no. And Harvey Dock just let him get away with it. That's not cool, Harvey Dock. They got you wrapped up in the system now. Seriously, that's what it seems like to me.
From both fighters, a right hand seemed to connect.
Nice one, too, by Bullchuck. Nice defense from Virgil. Look at this infighting, y'all. Them boys banging out in there. They on time. They on time, bro. You see that uppercut? Man, look, Bullchuck, dude, this ain't no dog level fighting right now. This two motherfucking bears, this is Kodiak level. Real talk, this ain't dogs. This is a higher level than that. I like how Virgil kept on shoulder bumping him, create that little space. Both of these guys did what they are doing, what they're supposed to do on the inside with these punches. Real talk. I mean, very, very strict accountability for both fighters on the inside. You rarely see fighting like this forehead to forehead unless you had a Jaha Tucker fight. Look at how Virgil's doubling, tripling up them hook to the body, dog. This is some high level shit, bro. Virgil came over the top with that left hook, then came with the right. Man, this is some high adrenaline, you know what I'm saying, some high speed inside fighting. Bullchuck just landed that right hook on the inside. And Bullchuck a machine, man. Bullchuck a machine, dog. Look how he just tapping, bang! How he turned Virgil off the ropes. Virgil holding on. He feel it. You know what I'm saying? Virgil wanted to hold on and take a little break. Oh, did you see that right uppercut? God damn, Virgil. Jesus, holy Christ. Did you see that right uppercut by Virgil? Woo. It seems like nothing's phasing, bro. This type of punishment right here, at this point, the adrenaline's so high. It's only, look, this is the 6th round. The adrenaline's so high. I mean, when them throwing their hook to the body, I mean, it's not like they ain't feeling it. But they won't feel it, you know, like they would be if they wasn't in such a high intensity fight like this. You know what I'm saying? Look at both fighters right here. Squared up. Both fighters are squared up, y'all. Both fighters just straight squared up. Virgil is actually leaning in. His chin is over the lead foot. You know what I'm saying? He's basically, his chin is, he's leaning in. So that can set him up for Bullchuck, which he's been doing in the fight, throwing the hook around the guard, or jabbing him, trying to open up space, or just hitting him with the uppercut. Look at Bullchuck catching Virgil with those hooks. Right after Virgil's, the timing of it. Right after Virgil throws his shot. There it go. There it go. You ain't getting away with that. No. No, Virgil. No, Virgil. Harvey Doc, no, I gave you one. I'm not giving you two. And if you don't know, people, they did a review of that first knockdown because there was a petition, which I liked. I liked because Virgil was clearly hit with the right hand. Clearly hit with the right hand. And they overturned that slip to a knockdown. And then this was the second knockdown in the 8th round. And Virgil tried to nod his head and shit. No, bro, suck it up, Virgil. You got knocked down, bro. And all these fans out here, you know, that's trying to, you know, have you as the mercenary to go up there and knock off Crawford. Bro, you fighting a hell of a fight, Virgil. You got, in a fight of this magnitude, bro, you might touch the ground there, Virgil. But I'm glad Harvey Doc did not get bamboozled twice. You know why? Because they overturned that freaking knockdown earlier that he missed. He said, I'm going to count this. Virgil's being all dramatic. No, I slipped. I sure I did. Virgil shaking his head adamantly. No say no, senor, no. I did get knocked out twice. Bullchuck like, yes, you did, my friend. I did it. I'm the reason you're on the canvas. Bullchuck a machine, bro. Look at Virgil Ortiz after getting up. He come right back to business, man. He get right back to business. Look at that head movement, shawty. This right here. Absolutely, I think, you did have the at the lighter weight classes, but this has to be the fight of the year, bro. Hands down, this has to be the fight of the year right now in August. I don't know if anything else is gonna be lined up for a fight of this magnitude. With how they was at close range the way they were, and the amount of shots landed, thrown, just the brutal nature of this fight is absolutely the fight of the year. I mean, both fighters are mano a mano. Look at Virgil, man. His hands is down by his waist, and he's all in right now. You know what I'm saying? Bullchuck is too. This is the kind of fight you want to see in person, dog. We're in the 9th round. You know what I'm saying? This fight right here is just incredible. Look at him right here. Forehead to forehead, yo. Forehead to forehead. Forehead to forehead. It seemed like Bullchuck's freaking facial expression, it never changes, man. Brutal punches by Ortiz. Look how he separate with the elbow and come back off the rope. Look at that. High level shit. Look, separates with the elbow and then come with the right hand. This is a brutal fight, man. This is the kind of fight that takes some years off your life. I ain't gonna lie. Fight fan was wondering if Virgil can come back and have a fight like this since he's been going through his sickness and illness. This is your answer. I'm going to fast forward a little bit because this is the zone stuff and it'll probably get taken down.
Lucas scored this contest 113-113.
So the 113-113, what y'all think about that? 113-113. What's crazy looking at these two, look at Bullchuck. Bullchuck, man, has crazy defense because, dude, you would think in a fight like that, his face would be all bloody. And Bullchuck, in my opinion, he looked better than Madrimov, dog. God damn, dog. He looks better than Madrimov. I gotta split the, pronunciations and put in context and all that, vernaculars and all that other shit. But he didn't look like he was in a battle like that. 113-113.
A draw. Overruled by David Sutherland and Steve Weisfeld, who each had it 114-112 in favor of your winner by majority decision and the new
Yeah. I want to get your thoughts on that. I want to get y'all thoughts on that. I want to get y'all thoughts on that. I want to get your thoughts on that. I just dropped a link in the chat. If you all have time to break away from your service, most of you all should be coming out of church anyway, because you weren't paying attention to begin with. But I did drop the link in there. You know what I'm saying? I just want to get your take on the whole layout. You know, boxing fans are what's good. What's going on, OG? How you feeling, man?
What's going on, my brother? How you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good.
Boy, you dropped the link, boy. It's a holiday.
Hey, it's a Sunday, man. It's always something.
It's something going on, boy. Man, that was a hell of a fight.
Hell of a fight.
Virgil lost that fight to me.
Okay.
He lost that fight point blank. I mean, Boracek gave him all he asked for.
Yeah, he did.
Virgil face was almost looked like Measuremall face, boy, and Earl face, because that man put them hands on him real good.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, he
I
put
agree
them
with
hands.
that. I thought Boracek did enough to win with the 2 knockdowns and all that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, well, I told him, boy, last night we was watching the fight together. You know, we was on the phone and said, watching the fight. I told him either going to be a draw. I said, if it go to distance, they're going to get to Virgil. I mean, shit, that was a hell of a fight. Mm-hmm. But you went to there and listened to the post-fight thing last night after the fight.
Yeah.
When Virgil said he wanted Spence to win a Spencer Fondue.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. And Oscar took all that noise, make the fight. Man, that nigga ducked the bullet again.
I mean, I don't know why he would have that mentality when Oscar's pushing for Virgil Terrence. Did you see when Turki Sheik spoke with? I mean, I'm like, y'all on 2 different sheets of music, bro.
Yeah, even before Virgil done fought, the Sheik said that's the fight he want, and Shakur and my man on the undercard. And that's what Oscar said. Yeah, let's make the fight. Then after the fight, Virgil said, "Yeah, we made the fight." Then he must have got the signal and said, "Hell no, you ain't gonna take that fight there. We would get the Spencer Fondue fight." I said, "Man, look at him."
I don't know how he can not be on the same track as his promoter. But
you know,
yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I really don't know why they're on 2 sides with this, because it's gonna take a minute for Fondora to fight Spence, and then Virgil after this fight's definitely gonna need some time to heal.
Yeah.
So they just can't eliminate Crawford being in the picture, because isn't Fondora coming off that WBO belt when Fondora by what, October, right? Something like that?
Yeah. You gotta call that. He gotta call that.
If he don't fight Bud, he coming off that belt,
right.
Or he don't go in negotiations with Bud or whatever the case is.
Yeah, so, he got to.
Yeah.
And I understand. I'm trying to figure out what the hell Tim Zudnam did to the Sheik.
Well, you know who Tim Zoo signed with, right?
Yeah. I thought he wasn't signed with PBC.
Who he signed with?
Somebody I was talking about the other day. He signed with somebody else.
Because Fondora and him fought.
Mm-hmm.
So
I told somebody that, but they told me he wasn't signed with PBC. I said, yes, he is. I said, shoot. I said, what they trying to do? You know,
it's like they always, like they was ranting and raving, yeah.
Block Crawford, because Crawford gonna have a WBO and a WBC, right? Mm-hmm. He'll have them 2 titles.
The WBA and the WBO.
Okay, WBA. Okay, the WBA. You feel what I'm saying? And then this was the turnaround. He was going after the IBL. So what they doing that, making Tim the mandatory. After him and Lubin fight fell apart, right?
Who's supposed to get the Lubin fight?
I thought Lubin and Tim Zoo supposed to fight. And then that fight fell apart.
No, that was just combo. You know what I'm saying? Eric's and Lubin went on and he said, you know what? I'm in line. I thought I was supposed to be next. But then Fondora comes. So I think Lubin was supposed to fight Tim Zoo for the title.
Right. I thought they had another fight lined up for the fight again before and something happened. Who Tim? Oh, he's supposed to fight Virgil and pull out the fight and say he wasn't ready. Now he getting a title shot at the IBL.
Who? Tim Zoo?
Yeah. Tim Zoo
Well,
get the title.
Lubin should have been up there too. He's coming off that controversial win over what's his name? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hold on for a second.
Okay, great.
Miss Go, hold on for a second.
Okay, promotion. Okay.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah. Boston guard just said that he's a Tim Zoo with no limit promotion.
Okay, so no limit promotion obviously pissed off Turk.
Yeah.
And trying to play games, you know. So for him to say, I'm not doing business with Tim Zoo, no limit had to somehow reach their limit. What's going on, D-Ray? For real. Hey, what's going on, D-Ray? How you feeling, bro?
I'm good, bro.
Let me read this right quick by Shaw News. Said Jahad Tucker Canadian debut. We've been the ones taking it in blood. The Sauce Experience. Shaw News boxing professional. Salute cousin Nazir Jones. Take it in blood. They've been on our wave, fanboys. What you have to say about this, D-Ray?
Salute Jahad Tucker. He one of my favorites, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Salute Team Tucker on deck. About to step in this week. He on deck this week.
All right. That's good, bro. I love to hear that. But I thought, man, that Boderchuk, man, if he was the champion or whatever, or I thought, bro, that Eddie was talking about he thought my Dream Off did enough to keep his championship. I thought Boderchuk chucked enough boulders, bro, to keep his.
He chucked more than enough.
Yeah.
I mean, he did what he's supposed to. He fought like a champion trying to keep it. Unlike my Dream Off. Unlike my Dream Off, he was just up there faint master. You know what I'm saying? I thought Boderchuk, man, he was fighting tooth and nail, goddammit. It ain't no way, man. That's not cool, man. But it's boxing at the end of the day. You know, people argue about the wrong shit, but I thought he did enough. With the 2 knockdowns, you trying to tell me it was never a point in the fight where I believe Boderchuk had wavered, where Ortiz seized the momentum and he just was able to easily take the rest of the fight over. No, it was never that.
Even after that second knockdown and Virgil came out thumping and hurting, he came right back at the end of the round and putting them hands on Virgil, man.
I agree.
I was a Virgil. I mean, it kind of woke Virgil up on that second knockdown. Virgil would have busted him up, and he came right back on Virgil. He had Virgil more hurt than Virgil had him. He was just off balance a little bit, but Virgil couldn't close the show.
Yeah, he couldn't close the show, and I doubt he want to fight Bullchuck again, bro. That's why he's up here talking about a bigger fight, because he's 22 victories in, and Virgil, he's trying to get that check now. Yeah, you can be in the good graces of the fans, the Mexican fans, and all that, and you got your chip, but them belts don't have no appraising value. You got to now go up here and get this check. That's what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I got a question real quick. Because they were talking about, that they thought Bud could have ring rust and all that, but Virgil had 2 rounds in his last 2 fights. So do you think it was ring rust for him, or him still adjusting to the weight, or he just fought a real one, bro?
A great question, man. I've heard fighters like DC over in MMA, Dominique Cruz, who was out for over 2 years with knee injuries, and he came back and he won the title. He said he don't believe in ring rust. He came back and won his title from and he said I don't believe in the ring rust. Then there's been other fighters that come back off a long layoff and do very, very well. It's just all about how you handle your training. Of course, I'm not in fight camp. I'm not in the ring, but it's different for every fighter, man, because you have to look at somebody's finances. Can they hold down a fight camp while they looking? Not a fight camp. Can they hold down a training regiment while they're waiting on a fight? Do they have the finances for it? What type of job they have outside the ring? It all depends on how ring rust is setting in for each fighter, bro. Some fighters out here broke.
Right. Hey, man, it's
them going to the gym every day.
Hey.
Go ahead.
No, I just want to say, yeah, but they call it the hurt business for a reason, though, bro.
Yeah, right? What do you rank that? Do you think that's fight of the year? Bullchuck and Ortiz?
Stylistically, to my optics, I do think so, man. But I also think that the judging and then, like you saying, the refereeing take away from that, though, for me. So I definitely call it the robbery of the year, though.
Yeah.
Well,
I was disappointed in Harvey Dock, man.
No, Harvey Dock was the one that asked for the replay.
He did?
Yeah,
Okay.
Harvey Dock was the one. Then. Harvey Dock, when the first half he called a slip, then he paused it and said a replay, asked for a replay. He said,
I'm glad they got replay. They had replay over there. I'm glad, bro.
Yes, he the one. I put it in the check. You must didn't see it, but Harvey was the one that asked for the replay. That's why the replay went and looked at it.
Appreciate that info, man.
Yeah, from his standpoint, he was behind it. He thought it was a slip. Then he went over there and told him, he said, I need a replay. He said, give me a replay. And that's what took them so long. That's why they came back in and went to look at it and came back with it. Now, at one point, I would get on Harvey about when my man was dinging on Virgil's ass real good. He stepped in and got the tape redone. Okay, he was dinging on Virgil's ass right then and there. But he had the tape, even though the tape was hanging on Virgil's glove, but he stopped the fight there, right there in the middle of that.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? But both of them, actually, I think both of them was being dinged on. But homeboy had just hurt Virgil kind of good, so they gave both of them a chance to rest.
Yeah, and it's also hard to steal a fight when the dude been knocked down 3 times, though, right?
Twice.
You might be able to justify it with 2 knockdowns, but not 3.
Yeah, well, the first time, I haven't seen that done in a long time. Well, hold on, Tyson Fury got knocked down twice. They robbed Deontay Wilder with that. They robbed Thomas Hearns when he knocked down Sugar Ray twice. They made that a draw. So what the hell? Shit. Now Virgil get a win. Ain't that some shit?
I mean, 100. Just look at it like this, right? The life that's been injected into the 154-pound division now.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the way 147 was last year, and look how the energy from 47 has left, and now the energy is up in 147. We have the likes of Ortiz. 154. We have Ortiz, Crawford. We got Sebastian Fundora, who's already up there trying his thing, right? We got Tim Tszyu, who's already a champion. I mean, we got some nice names. Charles Conwell, who won last last night in devastating fashion.
Oh man, that body shot was crucial.
Yeah, it was crucial, man. We got some hitters up there at 154 to really make this mix up into something really
Yes, sir.
great.
Hey, I'm gonna ask you a question. Did you see that top rate main event they had?
I kind of glanced over there. I was paying attention to the some
Yeah,
other stuff with the
boy, that
UFC.
dude Leo laid that nigga ass out with a pretty left hook.
Hey,
D-Ray,
Leo
did
ain't
you
no
see
joke,
it?
man. Angelo Leo, he ain't no joke.
Man, come on, my man, he was dangling on the boy was dangling. They had a good fight too. They were dangling, man. Cuz caught it with that left hook and put that nigga to sleep. We need to go. You can check that out, boy. Huh?
No, I just wanted to know real quick on when he was talking about 54, and I'm gonna go check out Leo, but I just wanted to know because you're saying that the glamour left, the energy left from 47 to 54, but is the money gonna translate?
Yes.
I mean, the money's definitely gonna translate because you got a lot going on at 54, man. Yeah, you have a lot of champions that's been there. Okay, you had Jamel Charlo come off the belts, of course. Now it opens it up to a whole nother playing field. Tim Tszyu is legit, certified official. That fight he had with freaking Fundora, that shit is damn near in line with Chuck and freaking Ortiz for fights that we can look at as like mano a mano. So you got two hitters, Fundora, freaking Tszyu, and of course you got the unified Crawford. Man, you got a whole lot of other names just lined up. Hell yeah, that's damn near the hottest division right now. 154.
Yeah,
Once it gets jumping.
I think since Bud moved up, even that's what made it kicked off. After Bud
Yeah, but
moved
I
up,
was asking about the money though. Is the money going up with
the money gonna be there.
Well, I mean, what you mean? Be a little bit clarify.
Okay,
the
thank
money.
you, bro, and I appreciate it. And I'm not trying to pocket watch or nothing like that, but I heard them reporting that Bud had a smaller guarantee in this fight than he did in previous fights. Now I don't know all the business dealings, but I'm just wondering if it's still
when you
kind of.
say THEY, when you say day, I'm trying to find out. Look, I'm looking up into the sky. Day. Can you put a little bit more details to that, please?
YTC, is that what you
Paperwork,
call
birth
it?
certificates.
YouTube boxing, a couple content creators.
That's
The only
no
ones that I heard
authenticity.
talk about the paycheck. But
No
hey, but they
authenticity,
are
bro.
on that side of the road though. But go ahead, bro.
No authenticity there, D-Ray. No authenticity,
Okay.
bro.
And then also another thing that's killing me. Now you got 3 platforms that carry the fight, and they come with the narrative Bud on it did 100,000 pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, if they want to say that Bud did 100,000 pay-per-views, then that's around, averaging what they said he did with David Avanesian. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they always gonna do some shit like that. How does these pay-per-views average out to 100,000 even, 200,000 even?
Thank you.
This shit ain't fucking accurate. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They wanted this fight to bomb just because it was Crawford coming up from 47.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? That's all. And he got the Sheik behind him. What they trying to do subliminally is trying to say the Sheik don't matter.
Right.
That's all. He got the money, but he don't matter. They don't want Bud to have all this power, so politics is coming into play with some bullshit.
Always. And they're trying to say Bud Power didn't carry up the 54. He crazy as hell. His power didn't carry up the 54. Shit, you just got a party joker that got a chin. And Bud hurt that joker a few times.
Hey, and a question now.
Hey, hold on for a second, D-Ray.
Yeah,
hey, did Virgil Ortiz chin carry up the 54? That's the question you should be asking. Did his chin carry up the 54? Because goddamn Crawford wasn't on the canvas.
Hell no, he wasn't. And he didn't even get Bud like that. He caught some good right hand, and Bud ate the motherfucker like a shit.
Yeah, he ate him, man.
Oh, yes. Boy, look at here. YouTube finally, Showtime finally released that fight on YouTube. Earl and Bud. They finally released that shit on YouTube. When they got the whole entire fight. I love it. Yeah, kind
Yeah,
of.
they're probably gonna goddamn copyright everybody who damn try to stream that shit too. Who try to do a live stream on it. You know, hey. I looked at it on Amazon Prime, man.
Yeah, I did, but I looked at but that thing that but the one they got on YouTube, it is so beautiful, and and it's so clear. It's just like you're watching it at the night of the fight.
Okay,
that's how clear it is, and on the face you can see that sucker real good. Man, please go and look at that thing. You can see Charlo's face good the whole entire fight. He was sitting like sick.
Yeah, I know Charlo was hurt.
I mean,
Charlo
like,
probably went home and beat his girl up that night, but we ain't gonna talk about domestic violence in a way.
WCS, man, the whole fight.
I saw him over there through the ropes. The ropes. He always cock his head to the right.
Man, he got a head cocked out like, man, why he doing my boy like that, man? He was sick.
Fucking him up, man.
He was sick as hell. And then on one of the replays, man, this show when Bud hit Earl and the blood just come out that nigga nose. This showed on slow motion. He just hit him with the blood on the floor. That nigga nose.
God damn.
I said, damn, that shit crucial, boy. I said, boy, I didn't see this in the night of the fight. Did it have that cut? I said, boy.
Hey, let me ask you this, OG. Did you see the aerosexuals taking off their shirts? Was it that clear?
But they ain't showed it. I ain't see that.
When they was in the audience taking off their shirt and the goddamn when Harvey Doc stopped the fight, they was up there taking off their shirt, packing it back in their freaking back pocket of their purses.
I didn't see that.
Send it back.
I gotta go back and watch
they talk about, oh, I still got my package. I'm gonna send this back for a refund. It didn't fit. They run small. That shit ain't cool, man. They run small.
They got a 60-day money back guarantee.
For real, right? So they was disappointed. I'm gonna take a look at that. What you talking about?
Man, you know? That thing. I mean, I mean, at first when I ran across it, right, I said, "Nigga, somebody else with another bullshit ass shit." And then the way they got it, they showing beginning of the fight. They showing almost like a little serious about that promoting the fight. That's something we didn't even That's something we didn't even see. Beginning of the fight. You know, the night of the fight, we didn't see that shit. The way they got it on there, that's something totally different.
Okay, I guess they decided to release it.
Man, that thing, that good boy. It's on. I got. Hold on, Toby. God dang, gonna. Hey, I'm gonna get that channel for Toby, and I'm gonna come right back in. WCS. Everybody know what channel is on. I'm come right back in.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all in trouble now, baby. It's the Bud show. It's the Bud era. It's the Crawford era.
Yeah, I'm back.
Y'all ain't know now. Y'all know. Go ahead.
What you say? I missed it.
Oh, I just said that it's the Bud era. I was up here by myself, so you know.
Yeah, for real, right? You know what I'm saying? For real, right? Hey, when you up here, Dolo, man, take over, dog. My shit dropped out for some reason, man.
Hey, Go ahead.
Let me ask you this, about Gabrielle Fundora. What you thought about her?
Oh, nice, bro. I like her, and I do think that she is going to be like new energy to women's boxing. So, hey, I appreciate it. You know.
I mean, she's been putting it down, though.
Yeah.
You know, she's been going in there, showing out, doing her thing.
But this been like her highest profile fight, though, right?
I mean, if you wanted to call, like. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, when it comes to the women, yeah, it can be a championship fight, but sometimes the women, the challengers, is not on the level they should be on to fight these champions. Like, they don't have a huge pool of murderous row females to challenge. You know what I'm saying? So
but that's why I was asking. Was this her most exposure where she had a chance to, you know, the biggest platform, the biggest audience that she had to perform under so she could get more fans, though, you know?
No, she was already champion. The night she won the belt, I think that was much more of a higher level of exposure to me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But
That's
yeah,
my
I
opinion.
like it, bro. But I want to ask you about Baby Anderson, bro. Is he gonna have a roll back?
Good question, man. I don't know
Thank you, bro.
because the only thing I can say about him watching him fight is that I will never criticize him for not having heart. He ain't a bum. I seen him take some hard punches from Charles Martin. I seen him take some hard punches from Martin McCauley.
Right.
It's just he wasn't listening. I don't know if he trained, 1,000%, knowing the threat level of McCauley. He wasn't listening. If you're gonna change trainers to a Sugar Hill, somebody as renowned as Sugar Hill, then therefore you should pay attention if you in that type of firefight. I mean, you just can't go all out in the heavyweight division and bang out with somebody that outweighs you and very slick. I'm pretty sure Sugar Hill had you watching film of this dude. So I don't know. His outside antics, the decision he's been making with running from the police and all this other shit, the drugs stuff. I don't know how he's gonna recover, bro, because that was supposed to be the successor to Deontay Wilder. He's supposed to have been the one with all the fundamentals and the young gun in the building, and he's been stopped already. So, once again, all you Wilder haters, fuck y'all.
Yeah, I second
Hey,
that.
PBC, Premier Boston got it. That's channel on YouTube.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Hey, Bug Unstop Canelo, what it do? What it do, man?
What up, WCS and
I'm
panel?
good.
What's up, Doc?
Man, yeah, I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm pretty sure the Virgil Ortiz fight though is a part of it. But yeah, bro, that was a robbery. Everybody know that. But it's just amazing to me, like these people that I've been hearing and seeing talking about. No, he won the fight. Those 2 knockdowns and all this, just like the same people talking about Crawford lost. Like, that's just a complete double. I'll be ready to fight some of these dudes, bro. It's like, man, if that happened, if that was Crawford,
just click the link, bro.
if that was Crawford, bro, they'd be like, he definitely lost that fight. Those 2 fights not even comparable. Crawford won. Virgil Ortiz's face was beat up, nose bleeding, eye bleeding, face swollen, like he was in a school fight or something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Then he at the hospital. They talking about, oh, everybody got to go. Everybody don't go to the hospital, bro.
Exactly.
Errol Spence didn't even go to the hospital. He was beat up. So
Yeah, Errol did. Errol went to the hospital.
No, he did an interview first though.
Yeah.
He didn't go straight to the hospital, bro. He was there with Crawford and Bomac and all them doing that interview with his hat. But dude went to the hospital because he was hurt. They just trying to discard the knockdown. Like, he lost that fight, but it's just, I'm tired of these people saying what they saying, but Crawford lost, but he won. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is just amazing, bro. I'm tired of these people, bro.
So they said Virgil definitively he won, but Crawford lost.
Yeah. The same people, bro. And it's like,
because you know how it is, man. The Mexican fan base, they're gonna go for their fighter regardless, and right or wrong.
Yeah.
That they stand strong behind their fighter.
Yeah, exactly, bro. It's hypocrisy though, man. It's sick.
Do you think Crawford is we already know the level of resistance that he get, but do you think they're trying to run interference because Turki Al-Sheikh is backing him, and he has such a strong power behind him? They trying to once again subliminally in their own little way throw shade on him because now he got Turki Al-Sheikh to make these fights. So they're gonna try to act like it's Bud Crawford, Spence and Bud all over again. With the amount of negativity that's leading up to his next fight.
Yeah, 100%, bro. That's what it is. Cause even some of them saying it, even people that say, oh, they didn't. The people who going for, they'll say Ortiz. They cheated for Ortiz because they didn't want to mess up their precious Bud fight. Turki is, yeah, they know Turki is exposing all the ducks, bro. That's what I've been saying was gonna happen because they mad because he got the backing from he backing Crawford, and now they can't use all them excuses, so they trying to make up other reasons. But just like Virgil Ortiz, Turkey want that fight, but he talking about, oh, he want Tim Tszyu, Errol Spence winner. You ducking, nigga. The fight is there. Boots. He said the fight is at 54. He's still trying to fight somebody in November. Undisputed is his priority. Canelo, 100 million for easy work is enough. You don't need 150. That, you know what I'm saying? It's like Turkey is exposing all the ducks in boxing, niggas who don't really want to fight, but they trying to blame Bud and other reasons, and they mad about that. So, yeah, I 100%.
Man, that's a great point you made about Turkey exposing all the ducks, because wasn't it before that the promoters don't have the money? Now Turkey got the money, and they're trying to make it about the poker table.
Yeah,
they try to make it like it's the poker table now. Oh, let me pull your bluff. Let me pull your bluff. Yeah, he got the money. Let me try to raise him 150 million for this fight and see can I get it. No, nigga, you don't deserve 150 million. You ain't never got. They had you set for a 3-fight deal for 100 million. How you think Crawford, who wasn't on the list, he's worth 150 million? And you say he easy work? Yeah, he's exposing all the ducks. That's a good point.
Yep, and
for
then
one fight.
For one fight, bro.
Crawford said, like people, and then these Canelo weirdos, Canelo fans are just trolls. They're not even, I don't even want to call them fans, bro, because they just ignore. Okay, Canelo already turned down a fight. You know, he said, I don't, in that little clip you was playing with Teofimo Lopez, he was like, I don't want that fight. So everything else he said is almost irrelevant because he said he don't want that fight, and we know he don't want it. So now they just keep bringing up Canelo and Bud, even when you talk about Benavidez. It's no excuse for him not fighting Benavidez. So they just literally ignore you saying that and keep going to Crawford. Nigga, what about Benavidez though? Canelo is a coward and a duck, bro. He's scared of that man. For real.
Hey, but look, I think we got him in check, bro. I think he has to fight Bud or he checkmated out of boxing, bro. Because like you said, it's one or the other. You done outpriced yourself, but what you gonna do? Because like you said, okay, you want 150 for this dude, but you can't even get 50 for whoever else you pick. You know what I mean? Just don't make sense, bro.
Yeah, these fans are radical, man. That's what's keeping. That's the holdup in boxing. It's not even promoters. It's the fans, because the fans, so much social media, they control the narratives, and these reporters are not even reporters. They always biased, and they saying what fans say, and it's always keeping the narrative going. You know what I'm saying? If Canelo and Canelo and Bud ain't happening, why do y'all keep asking about that fight? Why aren't y'all pressing Benavidez and Canelo? Like one of the dudes, a commentator, I forgot who it was. He said if Crawford and Spence don't fight, they cowards. I know y'all remember him saying that, bro. Somebody, an important figure on TV said that. But why isn't Canelo and Benavidez don't fight? They cowards. Everybody just don't care about that. They don't want. They keep asking about Crawford, knowing it's not gonna happen, but not Benavidez when he at the same weight. They asked questions about Crawford. They trying to push the narrative. Oh, he too small because of his last fight. He won't win this and that. Well, so stop asking about it. Why aren't y'all talking about Benavidez, bro? They just letting
Benavidez too big.
Right, and he in his weight. That shit.
That's the two moments that I believe that Canelo really bitched up, because he started to say that Benavidez was, you know what I'm saying, like he didn't deserve his shot at a belt he used to have. And Canelo seized the opportunity when he was stripped of the belt to go in there and fight for it.
Yep,
you know what I'm saying? And then he started pushing the narrative like Benavidez was 175 pounder, and these YTC narrative pushers try to say that Benavidez was too big for 68. But then, okay, Benavidez say, fuck it. I'm not kissing your motherfucking ass. I'm out. because he tried to say, okay, I apologize and all that, and found out he wasn't getting the fight. Then he turned back and said, Crawford, what am I getting from that? He's too small. I get nothing from it. Then you turn around and say, I don't like to fight fighters like Crawford because they move too much. And we all know who moved on him. You know what I'm saying? We all know how that played out. So
it's always an excuse for the best fighters, bro. Like, he gonna go down. He can go. They can pretend all they want, but whenever you bring up Canelo, they gonna always bring up Benavidez. He ducked him. That's gonna be a part of his legacy, and that's you're a coward for that, bro. The two best fighters in your weight class, Morrell and Benavidez, you ducked for years, and then they moved up. Now fans tell them, oh, the same fighter that ran out the division from, like, come on, man. Y'all niggas know he left because Canelo been running from them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, these people
they're not going to continue to fight just basic names in 168 trying to be in Canelo good graces. Canelo say he just said, I'm going to do what I want. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And just like Canelo, he in so like you think his IQ this and that, you know that's not a challenge for you. Everybody know that, even though anything can happen, but he telling you right there, he know his IQ ain't up there. He not worried about his size, none of that. The fighters that he worried about, he not even fighting, man.
And Edgar, you know, shout out to Edgar. I met him in person. I have, you know, it's not personal with me. It's just kind of lost a lot of my respect by biting old boy, trying to remove his clavicle. And I say, why are you biting a fighter though? What's wrong with you, nigga? Like, he did nothing to you to bite him. So that right there showed me, if you're talking about Canelo, you talking about going here and talking about Canelo? Hell no, nigga. You in trouble.
I hope he somehow win a fight though. That'd be good, man. And but
somehow he win Canelo fight?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah, because
that'd be great because he's hooked up to the industry, the culture. You know, he know a lot of hip hop artists and all that shit. You know, he'll change the game, man. Look. Edgar beat Canelo. He's gonna be larger than life, man. You know, real talk. Is he gonna have the belts and videos and shit like that? I'm just saying, bro.
He improved his last fight too, with, you know what I'm saying, with his new trainer. So, you know, he got a chance. But I want to say one more thing real quick, because you brought that up. Isn't it funny how this is how you know it's like so much racism in boxing, but they try to cover up what we go through. We can't do the same thing. Like this, it could be Mexico versus Puerto Rico. It could be an all Mexican showdown. You know what I'm saying? But it could never be, oh, this is a black versus black or Mexico versus the black. Like they just, it could never. If we say,
hey, when it comes to the money too, they're okay, because you know how they do Mexican versus Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, they never talk about, is it gonna sell?
Right.
Is it gonna sell or not?
And the thing about that, it's us. It's us who be doing.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say
true.
me, but I'm gonna say as black people, as a black person,
us.
It's us, the ones that's always pushing that narrative against each other. They never say that. It's not even old media talking about, oh, it didn't sell. This person don't sell pay-per-view numbers. It's always us trying to. It's like Spence fans trying to criticize Crawford. We the ones always bringing up numbers, but we don't bring up the numbers if Lomachenko selling. We didn't check the numbers on Munguia fight. They only worried about Haney and Crawford and the same people they want to hate on, and it's us bringing that fact up, bro. That shit weak, man. These niggas don't even realize that. It ain't even them. They support their fighters no matter what, but we are always against each other, just like life. It's the same thing.
Great point. I believe we do spread a lot of freaking rhetoric on our own fighters. That's why, you know, was doing the Deontay Wilder, you know, live yesterday when it came to Jared Anderson, because we in trouble. We're already 4 years into the heavyweight depression already. But to stay on topic, when it comes to Mexican versus Mexican, no one's talking about the numbers. But when it comes to black the Mexican, or black, Latino, or whatever, Hispanic, it's always like, oh, I wonder, is this fight gonna sell? I wonder what the numbers gonna look like at the gate in pay-per-view.
If
I
it's
don't care
good,
nothing
it's
about.
them. If it's
I
bad,
don't
then
care
it's
nothing
on
about
them.
no. I don't care nothing about no pay-per-view numbers, no nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody want to make it out of about the pay-per-view numbers. Oh, he didn't do this. He didn't sell it. He didn't sell it. Man, at the end of the day, whoever fighting, they won the fight. You feel what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm saying. Like Turkey
I
is
mean,
here. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Mr. Gordon.
go, you know, pay-per-view numbers don't make the fight. Pay-per-view number ain't stopping the boy from getting their money.
Exactly.
You
As long as you order it, is all that should matter. And if Turkey making sure the fighters get paid, they're not dependent on pay-per-view sales. Why are people even talking about that? That's the whole point of this man doing what he's doing, so we don't have to worry about that. That's how you know it's just narratives, because they getting paid. Niggas who watching the fight, y'all ain't we not getting a penny for it. So why do you care how much they making, how much it's sold, who went to the fight? Niggas who don't even go to fights talking about how many people bought a ticket. You ain't even buy. You won't even go there.
Ain't buy the fucking ticket. Hey, bro, do you remember I did a live right when they was having Riyadh season? So they had like 2 Riyadh season cards over in Saudi. No motherfucker was talking about numbers.
Right.
Because it's over there. You're not talking about numbers. You ain't talking about gate. You ain't talking about nothing. Man, Turki Al-Rashid just sitting ringside doing what he do. It comes over here to the U.S. all of a sudden. They want to talk about numbers again. Why? What? Like you said, you ain't at the door with clickers trying to find out who's in there. They talking about, oh, it ain't sell out. Well, I mean, hey, you can say what you want to say, but that's not accurate.
And it was a great card. Who cares if it's sold out, nigga?
The guy that on the people of Saudi Arabia said that shit. It wasn't successful. They said it was successful. So that's all that matters. If they say it was successful, it's successful. The hell with everybody else say.
Hey, and that's the thing too. Like you said, if it wasn't sold out, that's a shame on the boxing fans, especially the people that's talking about it. If you got the ability to go, why wasn't you there? But hey, check this out, bro. The thing they had when I seen Canelo do an interview, and he said he got to get 80% of everything, bro. Yeah. That's why he don't get no real contested fights, bro, because he already done pistol whipped you before you done even got to the fight.
He want 80%. He want 80%. Man, get the hell out of here. I fought his fan and I fought Al Heyman out because they kissing us behind. If their promoter would tell Canelo the hell with you, we ain't give you this kind of money for the bullshit that fight you doing. The hell with it.
And they don't even talk about what Munguia fight sold on. None of that. And it's just like, I don't even be talking about Canelo, bro. They just be bringing him up in the comments, I guess because of my name, out of nowhere. Like, nigga, I'm not even talking about Canelo. You keep talking about what he would do. Right. They keep talking about, oh, Canelo will kill Crawford. He'd do all this what he's dunking him, man. Like, I don't even want to hear that, bro. Stop talking to me.
Listen, Crawford last fight, he came at 170 pounds. So you mean to tell me he 168 and not for the boy to make?
Yeah, hey, and check this out, bro. I thought it was funny too. Buzz said he had to watch the fight because he heard he got hit so much. He said, "Shit, I had to see if I got beat up."
I didn't feel that motherfucker, but let me check it out anyway. I didn't feel like I beat up. Hey, check this. Hey, check this out right here, yo.
Hold on, real quick.
Hey, check this out right quick. Hey, check this out right quick.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it looked like Harris in there to me.
Man, it looks full in there.
It looked like Harris was in there to me.
No, man, I see a lot of empty spaces on the floor right there. People walking around.
What you was about to say,
hey, WCS. I wanted to ask you about the gloves, bro. Right, because Buzz switched gloves because Madrimov had a different glove or whatever.
Yeah.
And that he switched gloves. So do you? And from what I was hearing, that they say that glove kind of takes off your punch a little bit. So I was wondering, not only with the size, but did the glove also probably have an effect or impact on Bud not being able to stop him? But go ahead, bro.
I don't get into that.
Well, actually, they say Bud, original glove Bud had. When he was warming up the gloves in the back.
Nah,
he hitting the bag and the glove busted.
Golden. that's the narrative, bro. The truth don't matter. This is from somebody who was actually there. Everybody keeps saying Crawford gloves busted. No, Bomac had a problem with the gloves Madrimov had. So he said either we want to fight in the same gloves. So they got a pair of his gloves. And Bud started warming up, and they busted. The gloves he got from Madrimov busted. You know what I'm saying? So he switched to another pair of Madrimov gloves. All the people talking about, oh, Bud glove this. No, it wasn't even his gloves that busted, bro. That's why these niggas is dumb out here.
No. I was, I didn't know what glove. I just know I know he had a pair of gloves he had on.
I know.
That's why you get clarification, man.
Yeah, right.
I don't want no narrative pushers in the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? I want people who gonna bring a different perspective with the info. So it wasn't even Bud's glove; it was Madrimo's glove.
Right, I know. Right, and then the second pair he had on, they had so much foam in that shit, man. It was the same, man. If they had some padding in that,
yeah, it's different. It's those gloves do take off some of the. It's more padding than normal. Just for it's for people with like Shakur who knuckles get hurt and stuff. That's the type of glove Bud had, not his usual type of glove.
Well, the ounces are different anyway. Coming
that
up.
too, yeah.
Yeah, they got these kind of gloves. Why did we go up? The higher the weight class, why they go up with more gloves? I mean, the glove is so bigger.
I mean, you got to think about the power. You got to think about the heavier weight classes. You know how they make up rules, dog.
And bro, I didn't realize like 47 and 54 is completely different though. Those are some big dudes at 54, man. It's a way out. Boots, he's not even ready for 54. That's why he's not going there, because I don't think he can even handle 54, bro. I think like a lot of those dudes will beat Boots. He'll win maybe some fights, but like dude last night, Ortiz, Crawford, Madrimov, like they'll probably all
man. There's some killers out there. There's some real killers out there, man.
Spence next, he finna get knocked out at 54. He ain't gonna be able to hang up there, bro. He don't got the power. He don't got the IQ. He don't have the durability to withstand. Like he gonna lose to Fondor, bro. 54 is completely different from 47, bro. It's a big difference. I'm realizing that, bro. Them dudes is big up there.
You know what I'm waiting on with Ennis is for him to step up, and if he really trying to put himself into the mix, step up and fight somebody that's not a common opponent of Crawford or Spence. Just you know, you're the IBF champion. You know, whoever is the winner of this fight, you know, hey, let it be known you're trying to move up. Step up and fight somebody that don't have nothing to do with Crawford or Spence.
And I still say his last fight. I still say his last fight was a fluke.
Well, I'm talking about like at a higher division. If they continue to clout chase Crawford's name, now of course I would like to see him and Norman Jr. or Barrios. You know, of course that's at 47 though. You know, they said they was going to do that. I don't want to make this about Ennis damn live because he's not yet on the level of a Crawford, Canelo, and all these cats at 154. But it'll be good that we get some clarification after this freaking Edgar Berlanga fight in September on who's going to be next in line, because people keep talking about now Jamal Charlo is going to reappear. Don't nobody want to see that motherfucker.
And then
because that gonna be the sixth fight where he just went up there and fought somebody we knew he was going the distance with.
Right. Like I ain't even gonna keep talking about Boots either, but they keep throwing him in the chat, throwing him just because Virgil Ortiz, Crawford, and Boots to beat him. Like they just keep putting Boots on that level. He's not even in that division or on a level, bro. And it pissed me off to hear Boldy talking about, oh, we'll stop Madrimov, this and that. Like, no, nigga, don't do it. We don't want to keep hearing you talk what you would do. You would beat Bud. You would stop him, and you're not doing this. So stop clout chasing.
Yeah,
nigga.
go do it. Show us, man. I mean, he don't have the belt no more. Show us. Get that fight, bro.
Man, listen, that man is on there. The way that man that move and the power that man got. Listen, if Boots has trouble with his foot movement, what do you think he's gonna have with Madrimov? With the movement that man got.
Take those chances he didn't take with Bud on him.
Come on, man. That foot movement gonna have Boots. Just a foot movement, period. Will have Boots discombobulated. Get his ass in there.
Right, you couldn't stop Karen. You definitely not for to stop Madrimov. Come on, man.
Come on, man. They're just
but That's been their thing, bro. Is because I was pointing this out with Earl Spence, right, in the early days with Bud, when he was saying Bud didn't fight nobody, and then he went and fought Mikey Garcia. I said, bro, once you say this man ain't fought nobody, bro, you're supposed to fight him, and he wants to fight you. You know what I'm saying? So, they just want to take it on to the next guy, bro. And that was the thing too when you're talking about Bud and Turkey hate. They also trying to put it onto Shakur now too. You know what I mean? So it's just like, bro, it don't stop. They just changed the name, but the game is the same, bro.
Yeah, it's the same. It's like the same people too, the same YouTube channels pushing. It's always that same narrative. All the people who was Spence jump to Boots. You know what I'm saying? And the people who hate Haney, people who love Haney hate Shakur. It's just like we the only truth. The Crawford fans is like the most truthful people out here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is just fake and in denial and delusional, bro. And like, oh, they want to criticize Crawford. Oh, he just went life and death with some bum at 54. When all these people at 54 are ducking Crawford almost all the time. I don't even want to say almost. Tim Zoo's ready to duck. We know Fondura duck. Spence duck. Virgil Ortiz ready to duck. He talking about fighting Tim Zoo. But he said he don't even know if he can beat Bud. He just want to test his skills. You know what I'm saying? Jermell Charlo ducked. He been gone for more than a year. Disappeared. Unsolved mystery. It's like, who is he supposed to fight, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all can't blame Crawford because these niggas running like they was running at 47.
Like Ice Cube on NWA, huh? I got him 100 miles and running.
For real. They talking about Boots can't because nobody want to fight Boots when all these niggas at 54 ready to fight Boots. He rather go chase people that don't want to fight. Like, to me, Brian Norman Jr. is the only fight at 47. For him, that's decent. And you're not even going after him right now. You trying to fight somebody else. Like, niggas be scary out here, bro. Boxing is sometimes, I love boxing, but the fans and these journalists is getting annoying. And one of them niggas asked Berlanga how did Canelo breath smell. I don't know if y'all heard that or not.
And you got to understand, he's probably Puerto Rican. You know, they're a little bit more on the intimate side when it comes to, embracing their masculinity. Real talk. I mean, they are. You know, their families. You know, part of my family is Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? So, they much more. I'm not saying my sons are. I'm just saying what I experienced in the core and what I experienced in life. But as a whole, man, they're gonna look at, they come from the pretty boy. They're gonna ask questions like that. If me and you, if we had a conversation like that, and I say, hey, K, hey man, what you brush your hair with, man?
Right. That sounds like what?
I can smell it. That smells good. And then we gonna be considered gay and shit. You know, they're gonna call us a faggot, homo, and all that other shit. Bro, but the Latinos, they can get away with that shit all the time.
That nigga like Edgar, how did Canelo's breath smell? Like, that shit was so weird. I was like, what? It threw me off.
Because a lot of them motherfuckers want to be close to Canelo like that. Feed him grapes, shit.
Yeah, I definitely believe that, man.
Salute, feed them grapes and cheese and crackers and shit, man. For real.
Yeah, these people are crazy. Journalists, the reporters, they just as bad as the fans and the narrative pushers. They the main ones, man.
I want to ask y'all this though, before I forget. You know, Canelo was on $1 million worth of game, so he kind of brought up the fact that he had a clause with Cotto, Mayweather, and so forth. He had a clause, and he fought with that clause. So therefore, what he's saying is, now I'm in a position where I'm going to do it my way, and that's the only way, because I had to make sacrifices of clause. I'm like, you got over 60 plus fights, and you name like 3 people that you had to have a clause with, and now when you're on the back end of your career, you say, I'm going to do it my way or no way. Don't make any sense to me.
Hey man, listen to that silence, bro. It's just like he almost trying to put himself out of boxing, man. You know what I'm saying? Where he he almost kind of want to be a casual exhibitionist. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing, bro. If you're a true fan of the sport, you know, you want to know, am I better than fighter A? You know what I'm saying? You don't want to say, well, I know I got better fans than him. I know I can out promote him. I can out talk him, but I ain't never got to fight him. You want to know what would happen if Bud and Spence fought. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying them. They want to know. And see, that's where I give Earl a lot of credit, bro, because he could have stayed on the road of running the blueprint of the duck season, continuing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk, I'm gonna throw rocks, and I'm gonna hide my hands, and everybody else is gonna tell you what you tripping for, bro. You know what I mean? And that's where with the fighters, bro, is we all want them to get fairly compensated, bro, because they risking their lives, bro. They have families, you know what I'm saying? I love to hear WCS when you be talking about Wilder and how he's already set for life. You know what I'm saying? And his kids is good. You know what I mean? The success story. I love that, bro. And then like you saying, we got people sitting up here trying to diminish the fighters that's getting it out their mud, and just because they ain't going the industry route, they want to, all of a sudden, bro, like, just start riding on them, bro. And I just think, man, that if they continue that boxing's gonna be sad. So I'm happy that Turkey came in and breathed a breath of fresh air. Like you said, we're gonna expose all the ducks, and then from there on, we can just go on and try to make it a sport.
Yeah, and they a lot of people hating. They just hating Turkey just because he back in Crawford, and now it's just it's
100%.
sad. It's weird too.
180% on that.
Hey, I just hope that Bud investing in that Turkey, man. So later on down the road, bro, he can get them big old dollars, bro.
No, bro, Bud has, like once again, not to get in no man's pockets, but Bud has been in investments forever and a day. He known Turkey Al-Sheikh for a minute now. He tried to get him to help out with the Spence Crawford. I mean him and Spence. And the only reason he didn't do that is because, your boy Grand Pooba Al Heyman didn't want nobody else touching the money. Touching the deal. He's been in communication with Turki Al-Sheikh for several years now.
Yeah.
It just got to a point where I guess they came up with a agreement that Bud was going to be the front runner, the pioneer, to headline the main event in the West Coast of Riyadh season, intro into the freaking U.S. footprint. Now he's here. You have the haters just talking all this ill will about the Sheik just because, like I've said, like you said, that he's back in Crawford. Now Crawford doesn't have a kickstand or a crutch that he's walking. He's walking straight up now. He don't have to worry about looking for a promoter for Top Rank or anybody to try to help him out or what fight he ain't gonna get. Right. Turki Al-Sheikh is there. Now that he's here, they want to say, oh, he's losing money. He's losing money on Crawford. Isn't that the same thing they were saying about Bob Arum? They were saying the same shit about Bob Arum. Oh, he lost enough money to buy a house in Beverly Hills. What money is Turki Al-Sheikh losing? Enough money that he can't buy another motherfucking fleet of expensive freaking luxury cars and houses and man, them motherfuckers ain't going broke.
Right. Where y'all getting this information from? Like, y'all know more than the people involved. Like, these people be saying anything, just run with it. Long as it's negative about Bud, they making a video. But when it's positive, they don't say nothing. Like, none of them made a video about 50, like Bud just winning that MVP ring. You know what I'm saying? None of them channels talked about that. None of them talking about the WWE appearance, none of that. But when you I don't even say negative thing. They just make up stuff about Crawford. If it's negative, then they got a whole video about it. It's a bunch of fake people out here, man.
What I would say, there, bro, is really don't let it increase your temperature when it comes to the personal level of this YTC, because you have a lot of individuals that genuinely are not boxing fans. All they are is gossipers. They
Trolls, yeah.
want to be a part of communities that talk and gossip all the time.
Mhm.
And if they can gossip about Bud, they'll continue to do that, bro. They just come in
Yes.
here, just for a community meeting to talk shit and then leave. They don't give a fuck about what's going on with boxing.
Yeah, I see that. Sometimes I just leave. I don't even comment back. Like, you know what? You got it. Just let them sit there on their own. But
My biggest question, why would you even worry about something that you haven't been subjected to in your life? You haven't been in the presence of the Saudi royalty. Like, we weren't even invited over there to Saudi when they had them cards over there. So I can't tell you what it's like to be in the presence of royalty, right? But
yeah,
all I'm saying is, how am I supposed to know if they're losing money and how it's affecting their bottom line or top line or whatever? I don't know
right,
any of that shit. I don't care.
exactly. Who you think next for Crawford though, man?
I mean, good question, man. That's the question of the motherfucking day, man, month, year. I thought
Yeah,
it would be okay at one point in time. Then you hear that they said they was going to be negotiating with Fundora in August or something.
August 5th. It was supposed to be, yeah.
So August 5th essentially has passed. That has expired. And also hearing Sam Lickowitz talking about, oh, well, we haven't received any paperwork from Team Crawford. Well, hey, I'm kind of confused as to how this even came back full circle, because the last time we heard you was just out here shitting on him.
Yeah, they clout chased Buff for that because he knew they was gonna fight Spence regardless. And once Crawford fight was over, they stamped it, and that's why they stripped him on the belt. So he already knew that was their plan. He knew he wanted for the fight Bud. So him saying August 5th was just straight line. He knew he was lying, bro. So that's
Yeah.
so he
Mm-hmm.
ducked. And then yeah, so I don't know either. It could be anybody at this point because even Virgil Ortiz, him winning, even though a lot of people feel like he lost, that still have nothing to do with Crawford because De La Hoya and Virgil Ortiz always said they wanted to fight Tim Tszyu next, not Crawford. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So they keep talking about, everybody keep acting like he was about to fight Crawford next when he wasn't. He already said he not going to fight Crawford next. So he out of the picture. Spence out of the picture. So I don't really know. We don't know what Charlo finna do. And Baccarat fighters out there, so I don't know. Yes.
Why should Crawford fight Jamel Charlo just because he's in recess? He has no belts right now. Like, just because you was a former, when Crawford called you out, you didn't want no parts of it.
Right, he ran from it.
You ran from it. You criticized it. You said he just sit down, learn how to be the challenger, take less money, and shut up.
Why
You was all on that slave plantation talk. So you went over there and fought Canelo for the check. Why are y'all talking about, Jamel Charlo? No, I mean, it should be championship after championship right now.
Yeah. Only thing, like, I wouldn't mind seeing it, and he still got the lineal champion. He's still a lineal champion, so that's the main benefit for Crawford. You know what I'm saying? If he can't get a champion in the ring, I think that's a good fight, so they can settle that beef. And Crawford would be another lineal champion at 154. So that's like the positive. But like you said, it is negatives too about that. But I would accept that. I would like that fight before a Ortiz fight for a non-title fight. You know what I'm saying? That's a better option because he got the lineal at least. But
Yeah, but he got but look, the lineal champion, a lot of people really don't even, have an idea the
what that is.
distinguish the lineal from the ring to
Yeah, but I
whatever,
just mean like in history, we all oh, Crawford moved up. He was the lineal champion. That's gonna be a part
Yeah.
of his accolades. So
Yeah,
that's
because in order for an undisputed fighter to, lose the lineal, of course, they have to do it in the ring. Because we know from the infamous Tyson Fury, who was lineal, he reigned for 15 years. God damn, that's all he was bragging. I think he was one of the most prestigious lineal champions because he kept on mentioning this shit every
that's when a
time.
lot of people first heard of it.
Yeah. You know, I'm still the lineal champion. What you been out the ring for so long though?
Right.
I would like to see him fight Fundora if the fight is available, because Fundora has the WBC belt, of course, And then seeing Fundora get knocked out cold and then get his shot with Tim Tszyu, have a good showing with Tim Tszyu. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of course, I would like to see Crawford challenged. You know, for a third title, 154. Of course.
And I'm hoping even with that, politics don't get in the way because, you know, they already made Bud the mandatory for the winner of that fight. But Ortiz talking about he wants the winner. Like, how's, you know, I just don't want no BS to happen to try to take that fight from Bud. You know what I'm saying? And I know their team would be with it because they already ducking and dodging Bud.
Yeah. You know, the politics, you know what I'm saying? The politics is what it is. It's always going to have some type of ulterior motive going on in boxing, because like we say all the time, boxing is business, and sometimes the business is the nastiest part because it's all about plotting and scheming on fighters. We up here talking about who we think is right for Bud to fight, and there's other people out here plotting and scheming on who they want, you know, to fight and outside of Bud Crawford. You know, I thought it was about business. Well, sometimes business is not about taking the most money and the higher risk. It's all about just keeping it where certain people can make the money. Like they always mention in-house fights and shit like that. You know, we'll have to pay a lot of money for Bud to come into the equation, but we keep Bud out the equation. You know, we can still make this fight and we can both get paid this, that, and the other. You know, I mean, the bullshit don't stop, bro.
Yeah, this dude, Johnny Valencia, is telling me to put my money where my mouth is. Hit the link. I don't even know what you're talking about. Because
the link is there. The link is in the chat, of course. You know, over here we just don't really do a lot of chat popping. You know, I mean, just click the link and explain to him. He ain't new to this.
Right, I'm 5,900 up on the Spence fight, and I'm still owed like over $1,000 on YouTube. So what you talking about, nigga? Put your money up. What's up? Hit the link. Anyway, we know this dude gonna keep typing. He ain't gonna hit the link, but
Pauline say, yep, out the Klitschko, he popped dirty, never gave the rematch and went on a mental health.
Right.
Fury then turned up years later. Yeah, for sure.
He won. He did get he did pop. How does he even still have that victory? And he was dirty. He popped dirty for that Klitschko fight.
How can he have what victory?
The Klitschko win.
Because he was on the appeal.
And then he lost though, right? He lost his appeal. He got suspended from
correct
the UK.
But what they was trying to say is, okay, the Christian Hammer fight, he was able to, you know, fight the Klitschko fight on the appeal, and then it came back after he won the titles. So they're like, he had a long-term appeal. So if they allow you to fight during the appeal and it comes back dirty, they're not going to strip you while you fought during the appeal. You know what I'm saying? They can't go back and reverse. Yeah. They can't reverse the freaking results on the appeal if they allowed you to fight on an appeal. Yeah. That's what I'm assuming. Like, how you going to allow me to fight the fight on the appeal, but yet I lose it and you strip me of the championship? That's another bullshit ass avenue of boxing. Because if I was on appeal, that means already I'm appealing something that you found me guilty of.
Exactly. And then he got punished for it, so you still just uphold that victory, which it's just like, we know with the whole Ryan Garcia thing, like we know, like I said, you weren't there on Bushido Box when I admitted though, like I'll rewatch that fight, and you could tell that it was what he took did have an effect on him, and he still almost lost. Even racist Chris Mannix had it a draw at the end, and his cards always be geared to one person, but you still didn't knock him out. You still almost lost on something, but. Like when you look up Devin Haney on the internet, the first picture is him on the mat on the canvas face down. You know what I'm saying? Which that's what they want to be out there. They got that up knowing that this man cheated. Long as Haney lost, just like with Fury and Wilder, they don't care if he cheated. Long as they got the victory is all that they care about, bro. That's what I realized. Like that's how they wanted to be in history. They wanted to. They don't care if these guys lose, cheat to lose, as long as the person that they don't want to win don't win, bro. They took down Wilder just like that. You know what I'm saying? And they doing Haney the same way. They don't care if somebody cheated. Even Teddy Atlas was like, well, even if Fury did cheat, he's the better fighter, so it doesn't matter. Like he literally said that. So it's just like these people crazy, bro. That's why it's crazy that we going against each other, tearing down our own fighters, and we got to go like Bud going against the race fans, the media, and his own people, like 3 times the hate. You know what I'm saying? And we never understand that. We never gonna understand that, bro. We gonna always be how we are. That's why we where we at. You know what I'm saying? For real, we just not getting it. If we could, like our reparations, we never, not to get into all that, but like if we all got together, even we could do it before November and say, if you don't give us what we was promised, then whoever give it to us is getting our vote. That's every black person. But we can never get together and do that to get what's for us. You know what I'm saying? But we'll stick together about a boxer. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just shit weak, man. People are weak minded out here. But they with their fans all the way, man. That's just how this
Yeah, I
goes.
feel you. You right about that. Them motherfuckers ride or die, even in they wrong, they dead ass wrong.
Yeah, they
I mean,
there.
if black boxing fans, whoever they are, I don't know who they are because every time I turn around, the black boxing fans are criticizing the freaking black fighter over something petty.
Yeah.
You know, it's just something petty, something that we can't even. Oh, in this case, like I was talking about, I was gonna be biased. I was, for the Crawford fight. I don't care what Marjamov did. I'm going for Crawford. Period.
Yeah.
He's an American fighter. This, that, and the other. But then you got people up here acting like I need permission or
They was
you
ready
know
to
what I'm
fight you
saying.
for that, bro. They was ready to fight
Yeah,
you
they
for
they,
that,
they say,
man.
oh, how can you do that? You being biased. Y'all biased all the time.
All the time. Ellie Setback said every reporter is biased. He admitted that. Just like you're
Especially
right.
him.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker, they allow him to get away with them instigating fights with them fighters.
Yeah.
Beef was in fighters. So,
We
you know,
got that slave mentality, bro. I'm telling you, it's the same. It's a bunch of get your head out my pockets, dudes.
yeah.
them type of fans, man. Straight up.
I think with Bud truly will be appreciated. He's on his way out the door. He'll be more appreciated when he leave. Just like I told them about Wilder, we in deep shit right now because they want to push that man so far out the window. He gone. Now Crawford's on his way out the door. They up here acting like they're a piece of the reinforcement cavalry to say we're gonna try everything to badmouth him on the media as if that's gonna help him not get the fights we want to see. I still think he's gonna get another championship fight. Fundora is in a hard place right now. Like he fuck around, he's gonna end up fighting somebody like freaking Charles Conwell or something. Isn't Charles Conwell ranked high in the WBC? I think.
Yeah, bro. He a problem too at 154. I think he beat.
Conwell, he gonna fuck around and end up being lined up with Conwell.
Mm-hmm.
And miss out on his opportunity because he already been stopped by Mendoza. Let me see. Yeah, Charles Conwell is right behind Spence at the WBC. Sure
Wow.
is.
He should be in front of Spence really too. He already at 154.
Well, you know what it is. Spence was the former, so I don't know how in the hell Spence was able to catapult himself, but we seen this happen before,
But
bro.
we know, yeah, we really know how. But yeah,
Spence is ranked top 10 in the WBO, not the IBF, and then in the WBO. So they just have Spence in the WBC and the WBO.
Okay.
Not the IBF. Spence is number 6 in the WBO, and then number 1 in the WBC.
I knew he was higher in the WBC too. They the most corrupt sanctioning body. Sometimes they do the right thing, but most of the time it looked like they could be paid off.
And people want to talk about what the WBA has Don't nobody give a fuck about that. The WBC been, what's his name said? We be crooks. I mean, WBC been fucking people over for the longest of time, man.
Yeah.
And they want to complain about the WBA. Nobody give a fuck about what Turkey Al-Sheikh is doing with the WBA
And I
and
say
BoxRec.
they trying to push the narrative. Everybody was so concerned about, so Bud is the email champion just because they stripped Fondura and
Yeah.
Bud, which we already knew that was going to happen because he ducked the fight. But they just, so he an email champion. But they just thirsty to push that narrative, even though it ain't really nothing being said about it. They was all in the comments, everybody concerned about that. Like, that's just straight hate. Niggas be hating, bro. Like, if he would have fought like a man, okay, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
it's just like
that's all you had to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you had to do, man. I know there's a lot of haters that was hoping Madrimov, shocked the boxing community, but it didn't happen, bro.
Yeah, they want it that bad.
I mean, the man is extremely athletic than I thought. He's athletic as hell, but he was flat-footed, anchored in, against Bud. He just wanted to be a feint master. And I don't know what plan, but that was a boring ass style. And how in the hell you think you're gonna get more fans that way?
Yeah, that was just, you wasn't fighting enough. You just bouncing around. When he did, like Bud was lighting him up. If he would have fought, if it would have been a better fight, he would have got knocked out. But he knew that, which is why he kept that same game plan. You survived, but you definitely didn't win.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Pauline said, they was having a debate on Talk Sport the other day saying, why don't Wilder fight Chisora next? Wilder should stay retired, man. He not the same. He
just stay retired, man. What he gonna get for fighting Chisora, who nobody thought would beat? Goddamn Joe Joyce, who lost twice to freaking Joseph Park. I mean, come on, man.
Right.
I like that they in rotation. The UFC rotate their fighters like this too if they lose and stuff. But what is he gonna get right now? He has 4 losses. He might come back sooner or later up the line. I just want him to enjoy life. His fruits of his labor. Don't come back to this motherfucker unless you in a different headspace, bro.
He didn't even get the respect when he was on top, bro.
Correct.
Like, it was never no heavyweights on the pound for pound list. Wilder held the belt for 5 years, 10 title defenses. As soon as Fury beat him,
he on the pound for pound list.
Yeah, he's number one. Like, so why
racism?
Man, for real, bro.
Racism like it's cool.
Yeah, man. Shit we already know. Then Usyk is so great pound for pound over Bud because he beat Tyson Fury. And Tyson Fury is so great. Only his best win is Wilder. But at the same time, Wilder is a bum and only fought tomato cans. None of that shit makes sense, bro. You got to give Wilder his respect, or the mother niggas don't get credit. Usyk don't get credit for beating Fury. Fury don't get credit for beating Wilder. This can't be both. But only you can't explain that to people with agendas. They don't understand logic, or they just ignore it. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. For sure. But I'm gonna be back on a little later, man. I appreciate you pulling up.
Yeah, for sure. Good. I just woke up too, so I was ready to talk some boxing real quick, man. Glad I got to say some of this. Good for having me, man. Thanks.
Yeah, no doubt, man. It's always a pleasure, man. Bud gonna stop Canelo in the building. You know what I'm saying? Talk some boxing talk, man. Shout out to D-Ray that was on deck. Mr. Golden that was in the building. We're gonna wait and see what the powers to be, what moves they're gonna make. Turki Al-Sheikh is his own person. He has a behind him. So for those of you that's out here listening, when I speak, it's never personal. I've been around this too long and been around way more serious situations in real world activities. I just look at this boxing shit as a lot of you all are trying to pretend like you holding down a position on the rank structure. You're not on the rank structure when it comes to these royalties. You're not even on their level. For you to be worried about Turki Al-Sheikh's finances, when you can't even buy a ticket over to Saudi Arabia and sit front row and not worry about what he's funding you or not, for you to not be able to go over there and buy a luxury car to ride around the whole time the fight card is going on fight week, that means your level of wealth is below theirs. If he's able to have one of the most legendary pictures ever in boxing with spending, y'all don't talk about this. He spent money for all these legends to come over there in Saudi Arabia, take a photo. I mean, pretty much have them full, all expenses paid, eating, room and board, all that shit. And you all up here talking about Crawford. He lost money off Crawford. What about what he paid for all those individuals to come over there to Saudi Arabia for that fight card? That's what you should be focused on. You should be focused on, am I a bitch or I'm just full of bitch assness? That's what you should be focused on. If you over here talking about what Crawford, what you believe he lost, then you're focused on the wrong thing, man. You know what I'm saying? I understand it, and everybody's figuring it out and know it now. You all are hating on Turki Al-Sheikh coming into boxing because you're thinking, hey, this is a great opportunity for me to hate on Crawford from afar, from a different room, you know what I'm saying, from 2 blocks over, just because he has Turki Al-Sheikh's support and he can just about get any fight he wants. What's good, bro? I was just about to step. What's good?
Oh yeah, I just wanted to say something for yourself, sub panel. To your point too, man. I'm so tired of people trying to understand the finances of stuff they have no idea. And you're talking about a dude that's billionaire, has access to trillions. Another thing too, just in any business. When you start a business, you go into it understanding that you're going to put out sometimes a little bit more. You're not gonna, let's just say those rumors are correct, right? Let's just say that. I don't believe they're correct anyway, but let's just say they are correct. People are so ignorant, they don't even understand when you're stepping into a new business, you go into it knowing that you may be in the negative for a certain period of time. Right? To be able to establish yourself, to be able to get things going. That's a part of any business. The idea that you open up something in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and you just going to be super profitable. This is the reason why this is bigger than what they can even understand. This ain't just about a boxing match. What he's putting on is a network. What he's showing people and individuals is this is how things are done. He's the financier. He's the one dumping the money. So the funny part is like people are just they're so small-minded, talking about, lost money on a fight. No, man, no. There is no losing money when it comes to somebody that has a plethora, a deep pocket. You know what I mean? He understands. Remember when Dan's first came out, DZN, DA, whatever? Remember how they was like, that's a horrible business model. They're losing money, right? Now all of a sudden
they sure did.
Remember that, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, right? So now that it has established, it has gone through its period, right, where it has to kind of gain some footing and XYZ. Now all of a sudden, now it's become a premier spot for boxing and people running to it. People are so ignorant, man, and it's sad, and it's all because of the hate towards Crawford. This and it also shows to me, man. This shows you why. People of whatever you want to call a color of Aboriginal descent, America, this is why there's a problem. We're seeing it right now through the lens of boxing. What reason would anybody have to hate on a man like Terrence Crawford, married, good example, came out of the gutter, didn't return to the gutter, maintain this, being an example, willing to take on the fights, and to be honest with you, he's surviving through a polluted industry because I ain't never seen somebody have to go through so much bull crap just to be able to say, hey, listen, I just want to show that I'm the best. Now, when did that become a problem? You know what I mean?
Good question.
So, yeah, man. So it's like it's sad, man. It's like what is teaching me though. It's showing me how I got to move and what to expect in life because you know what I mean. Like, and I think the brother mentioned Wilder. I agree with you on that too, man. Wilder, and I've always said this. Wilder defied. He was the anomaly in boxing. They had to destroy that. You know what I mean? My only problem is I think that boxers of like Wilder and certain they need to have a team that understands how to navigate in this polluted, world of perception and media
Yeah.
and all that stuff. That was my only issue because you know what I mean. I felt like they was gonna do at any cost to get Wilder to lose that fight, and I felt like
And
even
look,
though
that's
Wilder was
because
cheated. Yeah, even though I felt like Wilder was cheated, I felt like Wilder shouldn't have taken the fight right away like that. I felt like he should have waited, and he should have fought.
They should have gave that unification with Charles Martin to
Yes,
Wilder. That's the
correct,
number one thing they did wrong.
correct,
Go ahead,
correct.
bro. You're
Yeah,
absolutely right.
yeah. So I feel like with Wilder, the one thing that he had with him is the fact that he had the confidence. And I think after that, and they understood that if we can destroy his confidence, then we got him. And I think that that's what happened with Wilder. So the cheating did happen, but what the cheating did is that it damaged his confidence, and that's the reason why I don't think he should have fought Tyson Fury for the second. I mean, for the third time, he should have waited that out and fought everybody else, gain his confidence back, and then come back in there because they understood and they knew if we can take his confidence, we got him.
But he went to the 11th round. He went further than he did in the rematch.
No, I'm with you on it. I'm with you on it. But even that, they robbed him in that match, though.
Yeah.
In my opinion. You know what I mean? They robbed him in the third match. You know what I mean? With the long counts. So I'm just saying, understanding what you're up against is highly important. And I think Wilder didn't have nobody on his team that understood what he was up against. And that's the reason why that's my issue with Floyd. Floyd, knows the industry. He understands how polluted it is. And I felt like as a brother, he could have looked out for Wilder and showed him how to maneuver and navigate. But he didn't do it because of the hate, you know what I mean, that we have towards each other, which I just think is crazy. But yeah, man, that's my take, man. I just want to tell you, I like the show, man. So that's all.
I appreciate that. I want to get your take since you dropped in. Like, isn't it said that Saudi Arabia print their own money? I mean, don't they have a different system? I know we have the Navy, the reserve over here, or something like
Federal
that.
Reserve, yeah,
Federal Reserve, but I mean, they're on a whole nother system over there. It's just for the life of me, I just don't understand why. Okay, I'm going to be pissed off about a fighter who I don't support anyway. Let's just say it's Fury. You know, I'm going to be pissed off about Tyson Fury and how much money he just made against Alexander Usyk, all because he fought one of my favorite fighter in the heavyweight and Deontay Wilder, and he cheated. What is him making over $100 million against Alexander Usyk has to do with me being mad because he beat Wilder twice?
And we never even discussed we don't even discuss their money, bro.
Yeah, we don't even discuss it. Like, how can I change that? I'm stressing myself out. I'm human. So I'm stressing myself out because Fury has been able to go with Deontay Wilder's belt and fight for the undisputed and make over $100 million. And now I'm supposed to be mad. No, hell no. There's nothing I can do. He ain't paying me.
Respect. The last thing I want to say is, how can anybody be mad when Turkey is coming in? He got Eddie Hearn, Oscar De La Hoya, PBC fighters. He got all the different promotional companies together on one card. That's never been done, bro. That's never been
man.
done. They all sitting in the stadium together. Like, come on, man. What should you be mad about?
You got and Eddie Hearn's doing business together,
Making
two
deals
rivals
right there on the front row. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, on the front row, man.
Yeah, that's something to you should be upholding. Like, man, that's amazing. It's only good things can come from that. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what, when you talk about the good things, I'm like, it's not like it was a lot of good things in boxing before Turk showed up.
Agreed. Agreed.
Boxing was struggling, bro. It was struggling.
WCS. Keem Lowe said, WCS, can you open the hater rehab for 24 hours? They hate on Bud all day long.
For real, right? You know what I'm saying? I have to reach out to Turkey Al Sheik and get some funding. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want them drinking tap water in there and telling them it's okay because they Bud haters. Yeah, you'll be all right. Stop whining. You'll be all right.
Agreed.
But hey, I'll be on a little later, man. Appreciate y'all fellas for popping in though, for real.
All right, see you later.
Man, you always welcome over here, bro. Appreciate you supporting the channel, bro.
No, appreciate it. No problem, man.
Same with you
Peace
too,
out.
K. Appreciate you pulling up, dog.
Yeah, for sure, WC.
No doubt.
No, salute.
Hey, shout out to the hottest chat in MF and game. I'm out. Peace.